Yeah, never
I
mind.
don't have that.
A roller rail is all allies within 10 feet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So I'm figuring it would be like a fairly decent setup move.
Right.
I need to decide on things like that. Oh no.
She's alive. Chat, she's alive. She's alive.
Things like duration. Most stuff is going to be 1d4 plus 1 duration.
Oh, for like
yeah.
status effects and stuff.
A roller veil does say 5 turns. So actually it's probably a full 5 turns then.
Nice.
Because it's not random duration. So yeah, you'll use that, and for 5 turns, both of you will have the benefits of it.
Cool.
As long as Postal's within range at the time of casting.
Which also, Postal, you know how I am. Nova brought all this stuff up, and I started having RJ thoughts.
Okay.
Right? So, like, me and Nova got into a voice chat yesterday before stream.
Okay.
And we were talking about it and how damage was calculated, where we figured out how to properly calculate crit damage.
Mm-hmm.
And then I spent, like, what, Nova? Probably 45 minutes just messaging you.
Yeah.
Random BS.
Yeah, like after stream, he got into his thinking. He just started thinking about abilities and stuff. Yeah, so it started at 209.
Uh-huh.
And including Slush Rush, Ice Scare, Spirit. That was me doing Spirit Guardians. All right, then.
Just
So it lasted,
calculated too.
it lasted for 40 minutes. Him just like coming up with the random abilities and stuff like that.
Shenanigans that'd be entertaining.
Love that.
Oh yeah, that's my life. All right.
RJ's likes to hyper focus.
Only sometimes.
I get it.
But yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
It is super random the things I end up hyper focusing on.
It is a little bit random, yeah. Okay, so the quote unquote lore, just to make this that bit more immersive. You guys are doing an aptitude test to join the guild. Which
attitude
is
or aptitude?
Aptitude.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, it's not necessarily you have to win. It's just you're coming here, you do this little test. Depending on how well you perform, you join guild. If you get completely trounced, you probably don't get to join.
What?
But that's okay, because that shouldn't be a problem. It is going to be split up into a couple of different fights.
By profit.
Which are going to basically be like super effective and neutral and not very effective for you guys to adjust to various things.
Also, high profit, my profit.
High profit, my profit.
Hey.
It's a little bit, I suppose, in a way easier, but also a little bit harder for like normal types because you're not super effective against anything. And you're only got immunities. So, yeah. But basically, you guys are going to be going through 4 floors, four battles against an enemy team. And within the point of the one shot, it's just do the best that you can. You should, in theory, be able to win. But it's also very RNG focused.
Okay.
Like normal Pokemon.
We'll be fine.
Yeah.
So a quick run through of the things that you'll need to know. RJ has a little bit of a advanced knowledge on this, nothing major. So if you guys open your character sheets,
you
will see your stats look atrocious.
I saw. I was like -2 and whoa.
But don't worry, because most of the stuff that's negative, you'll never need to click. So I've converted the Pokemon base stats into the D&D stats. HP is HP. That's totally fine. Attack is strength. Defense is con. Intelligence is special attack. Wisdom is special defense. And speed is dexterity. So it's not your modifiers you're looking at.
Okay.
It's the actual score. So, for example, RJ has an attack stat of 5, and Postal, you have an attack stat of 6.
Nice.
It's that number, not the modifier. Same goes for speed. Speed is going to be your initiative order. We're not going to be rolling initiative. If you're fast, you are fast. If you're slow, you're slow.
Okay.
So when we do go into combat, I will probably just be like, okay, so what's your speed? And until I have it down to a T, I'm just going to be asking for your speeds.
Okay.
If you scroll down to your attack section, I have put all of your attacks that you currently know in at the moment. The way we're going to be doing leveling up and stuff is going to mean like we'll get to the end of the session and then it's say, right, you guys are level 4 now, and I will list you the moves that you can learn. If you want to replace them, just let me know. Putting moves in this format is a little bit complicated, so I will just do it myself.
That's fair. If you've already got a streamlined, yeah.
Yeah, like I've got it all on a spreadsheet. I've got the copying and pasting in and stuff.
Yeah, if you click the gear for one of your attacks actually has damage, and you just like look at how the damage calc actually works, it's a little bit on the silly side.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So the basics that you need to know is your attack stat is added to your move to give the final damage roll, but you will then subtract the relevant defense stat from that damage to give your overall damage. It will work a lot easier in action.
Yep.
But if you look at your respective tokens now, so normally I do HP, AC, speed. In this case, it's HP, defense, special defense. Again, that's mostly going to be for me to have quick access to just being like, okay, that did 12 damage, but RJ's defense is 5, it does 7. So it is going to just be very kind of cut and dry like that. And you guys are now here to help me see if this math actually works and is fun to play.
Okay.
Again, another test feature of that like RJ. I didn't put things.
So
yeah, so it's based on intelligence. It comes off their special defense.
Okay, so just to make sure real quick, you said it was HP, defense, special defense.
Yes.
So this is a situation where if it did, ignoring the typing real quick.
Yeah.
If it did 10 damage minus the 6 special defense, so I'd technically take 4
You take
damage.
4. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So that's easy enough to think about.
Yeah.
And then if it's, say, in the normal Pokemon stuff, same type, or if it's super effective or not very effective, it'll either...
Yeah, well, I will have to do that. Yeah, we worked out to do that. You do that before you take into account the stuff. Like defenses, I think. I believe that's what we decided on. Yeah, so you do attack damage minus defense, then apply the attack bonus. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so if this was super effective, I'd take 8 damage.
10 minus the 6 is 4. Yeah.
I'm
you would take 8.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Or if it's not very effective, I would take 2. because it would be halving the 4. Okay.
On your sheets in the features section, I have put in the moves, their accuracy, and their ranges. I didn't put in the effects of the moves because at this point I was just doing it quickly. If you click the cog on one of your moves, you will see the range is filled in, the damage is automatic, and any extra abilities is in the description. So if you do want to like upgrade that, you can throw that into the feature section. That's on your attack section, Postal. So like where you can click on, say, covet. If you click the cog there, so you see range, 5 foot. Oh, that doesn't have damage typing. It's a good thing you clicked on that one. That does normal damage.
Do I get to roll the D10 to freeze them, or do you roll the D10 to freeze them? Or the D100, whichever one you would want it to be.
Probably you, because I feel like it would be more engaging.
Yes. I agree. Okay. I'm glad you said that, because I do agree with that.
Yeah. But yeah, so again, looking at cover as an example, and RJ, you can look at powder snow for an example. Yep. The 10% chance to freeze is in the description. Covet steals an item from the target. So that will come through when you click it anyway. But if you want to know what it does before you click it, that's where it is.
Oh, why am I rolling GM? Rude.
I just had it on that by default. I have changed it.
Postal's cheating.
I was like, it says public.
I know, I literally, like, as soon as I saw the purple, scrolled up and clicked public. I was like, who knows she doesn't know this?
I was like, half a second, catch it.
Yeah. And also, with this, like, I'm okay with you guys clicking the moves to see what they do. If you're going to do that, do it on GM, just so it doesn't clog it up for everyone else. I'm fine, I will struggle. So that's your moves. Again, you're going to see your damage typing by clicking on the moves. You will have to look at the damage thing. So, yeah, so you just open Growl. Growl doesn't do any damage, so that's all blank. But it lowers the foe's attacks by 1 stage. You're good. You both have Tail Whip. I hope you both do the same thing, because...
Yeah, I guess that is really helpful that we're like a similar type.
I don't know. I got more tails to whip. Just saying.
But Postal has more tips to Nene. That's not a good reference.
Okay.
While I'm okay, fair enough.
Ooh. That's supposed to be 10 feet, not 5.
No, it's not.
It says 10 feet down in the feature section.
Tail whip, 10 feet.
Huh. Oh, okay, so I must have done it for Postal with 10 feet and not gone back and changed the voltage sheet. That's
I have a longer tail.
It's okay, I fixed it. Boo! Mine are fluffier.
While we are looking at moves, one thing, this is only going to be relevant for Postal right now.
Huh.
So you can see Helping Hand Postal has a P5 next to it.
Yeah.
That is priority 5. Which we're going to do. I'm going to try running priority moves as reactions and see how it goes. Basically, you can do that at any point. So, if like your normal D&D reaction. And depending on the various moves will depend on some various triggers. So, for example, Helping Hand, you're buffing an ally. That could be you can wait until RJ makes an attacking move. And then you can, as a reaction, Helping Hand. And it will buff the damage from that roll. Moves like Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch only works if the enemy is attacking. So that will be more like, somebody within 5 feet of you is attacking. your reaction would be you Sucker Punch and get an attack in there first. The reason the number's there is what level of priority it is. So I believe Quick Attack is priority 1, Helping Hand is priority 5. So, say RJ was going to use his reaction to Quick Attack, you can say, well, I'll also use my reaction to Helping Hand his Quick Attack. And yours will go off first because it's a higher priority.
Gotcha.
Again, that's mostly going to be very easy to just see, because you can just say, well, I'm going to Helping Hand anyway. And it will just work most of the time. In theory.
Potentially.
And I think... Oh yeah, so the final thing on the sheets, your class resources on the right-hand side. The moves and their respective PPs are shown there. It's basic. It's as simple as it sounds. If you use a move, take one PP off it.
And that was where you said?
On the right-hand side in the class resources. So just above your features, you've got all the boxes that are filled with stuff.
Tail whip, Helping Hand. Short rest, long rest?
Yeah, just beneath that. So you see there's a bunch of zeros first.
Yeah.
And that's your stat changes.
Okay.
And then the last 4 boxes in that column are the moves you have access to.
Oh, where it says total, that is...
Yeah. So 25, 25, covet.
I see.
You have 25 PP for covet.
So then if I used covet, then it would go down to 24.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It's probably going to be long rests to get full PP. Oh, no. I don't know fully yet, because there's going to be items like elixirs and stuff, which is why they're not set to rest at the minute. But yeah, basically just keep track of your PP that way, and when it's 0, you can't use that move. If you have all zeros, you are allowed to struggle.
Sad.
At least know that part. I do recall struggle.
Yeah. And yeah, the boxes above it are the, like I said, they're the stat changes. Something like Growl, for example, and a Tail Whip, they all reduce various stats by 1. If you do get Growled, you just drop your attack to -1.
Okay.
The math for that is going to be on my end, so don't worry about it. But
Don't panic.
you will have to announce it. And if I see 23, very specifically the number 23, as one of your stat boosts, rocks fall and you die. Okay?
Oh, okay.
Since Alolan Vulpix is weak to rocks,
I just
I
want
would
to
take that
point out,
very seriously.
I don't have an attack here that can use that attack stat. Also, it's, what is it, 6 is max anyway?
6 is max, yeah. Also,
So-
it doesn't actually do anything. You could put 23 in there and it won't reflect on the sheet.
Right.
But yeah,
That's funny.
it's one of those, you'll have to pay attention to that and just let me know, because again, in proper combats, there's going to be a lot to keep track of. Your stat changes or something. If you can be like, I'm going to use Powder Snow, I have a +2 to my special attack, or Powder Snow, but I have a -1 to my special attack. I just make it that little bit easier for me to just jump in and be like, okay, so you actually do this much damage.
Right.
I think that's everything on the sheets.
The overall system sounds like it'll work pretty well as long as you, the DM, can keep up with the math.
Yeah, which thankfully the math is easy.
Right. It's just it to me it feels like a lot.
Yeah, like I have my spreadsheet with the multipliers I need to be aware of. So I just need to be able to say, like, I just need you to say, okay, I have a +2 to my stat. And I can go, okay, a +2 means that you double the damage.
Right.
Like, you do 2 times.
Oh.
And it is easy enough. I will probably just use the Roll20 natural calculator for that, just to be thorough. But yeah. Oh, speed. So I still haven't really made a final decision on speed. For this, we are going to go with 30 foot is your base movement. Everyone moves 30 foot. And there's not going to be much changing that. But obviously, because your initiative is tied to your speed, you're going to have a dynamic initiative. So if you have something like agility, which raises your speed, that is going to change the order of the initiative in your favor or whatever. Or, like, scary face will make the enemy slower.
Yep.
So everyone's going to move the exact same distance, but you can change the turn order a lot easier than you could in D&D. Like, once the turn order is fixed in D&D, it tends not to change. You guys are going to be able to be like, okay, speed buffing move. Let's get above them, you know? So, movement should be easy. Should be. Initiative should be really straightforward, because there's not going to be any rolling. It's going to be very concrete. I think that's everything.
Yes.
Oh, no, actually it's not. Sorry. I did skip over the most important thing. So, when you want to declare an attack, okay? If you look at the attack section, Postal, you still have them clicked at the moment. RJ has turned his off, but he kind of knows what's going on with them. So, the way the Pokemon moves work is you have an accuracy out of 100%. Now, I'm translating those as best as possible over. So let's say, Postal, you want to use Covet. Covet has a 100% accurate move. It is just going to hit.
So I don't need to have accuracy turned on?
No. You will always be rolling critical, though. Or high crit, depending on the move you use.
Okay.
Mostly critical, though.
Yeah, that will come up later, because you do get at least one high crit rate move later, Postal. So you will be able to sort of play around with that.
Okay.
To declare your attack, you click on the attack in the box. Not the like name of it. You click on literally attack. It will roll whichever ones at the attack modifiers you have selected. So Postal, if you go ahead and click attack now for me, you're back on GM mode.
What the frick?
So the 0 is normal. That is always going to be there. The 3 is the critical die.
Okay.
That has to crit. So 16 on a D16, your attack will crit. Straightforward. Do you have any moves that aren't 100% accurate? Not yet. Okay. It's going to be a little bit more like original D&D for the chance to hit. Original D&D uses the chance to hit AC 0, which means lower AC is better. If you go ahead and click accuracy for me, both of you, I guess, and then both of you go ahead and click attack through. Thank you.
Sorry, I was distracted. There we go.
Okay, so Postals is probably what most basic rolls are going to look like. The 0, standard, we ignore it. The 24 is a 12 accuracy and a 12 critical. Accuracy is going to basically be you have to roll above a certain number. 95% accurate move, you have to roll anything above a 1. 90% anything above a 2, etc.
Okay.
So a 12 is going to hit pretty much all of the time. But basically, if that's a low number, it's probably bad. Crit is the opposite. Like, you want to get the high numbers for that.
Now, give me that big number.
If you had a high crit rate move, technically that would be a crit, but you don't. So yeah, again, accuracies are listed currently. I don't know if I'm going to keep doing that. I probably will, because it is only 4 moves at once. But for example, takedown has 85% accuracy, which means you need to roll a 4 or higher for that to hit. But you will have just hit takedown. You won't crit though.
Or hit. Oh, postal.
Yeah, that accuracy doesn't hit.
Fair.
But yeah, so basically, if you want to, you can just leave accuracy and critical checked, and click the move, and it'll be fine.
Okay.
If you would rather turn it off, that's okay.
I think what I'll end up doing personally is because I can just click on the critical thing here.
Yeah.
Like I'll just leave all that unchecked because I can just click on those and it clicks through what I want to and labels it as such. So
Yes.
that's how I'm going to do it personally.
And that's part of the reason why I listed the accuracies in the box with the attacks. If you know your move's 100% accurate and your accuracy hasn't changed, you don't need to bother clicking it through. You can just click crit. If it does have, you can just click accuracy, like you've both done there. So it should be easy enough. In theory, combat's going to be very straightforward because you're still rolling to hit, which is accuracy. You can roll crit just like an extra to hit, and then you just click on the move and roll damage. It should flow just as easily as regular D&D.
Hopefully easier.
Actually, probably easier, yes.
Just because there's less stuff we can technically do at any given point.
That is also true. You will always just have 4 actions to take. In terms of action economy, not going to be very relevant here. But for the most part, all of your attacks are actions. Priority moves are reactions. And item usage will always be a bonus action. So
Gotcha.
if you want to chug a potion and then attack, you can do that. If you want to attack and then chug a potion, you can do that. Basically, and you're going to have almost unlimited access to your inventory in the middle of a fight.
Okay.
So you go ahead.
Yeah, I mean that makes
and-
sense. Yeah.
Yeah, you go ahead and buy 20 orange berries. You have 20, like 10 hit point heals. And yeah. You will just be able to be like, okay, bonus action, I eat an orange berry. You get 10 HP back. It just
Oranberry.
works. And again, you can be flexible with that. As long as it's your turn, attack and bonus action, any order. And I think with that,
Out of curiosity, just normal roll 20 question. Can you see when I'm like making the cone for the breath, or do you not see it until I make the breath?
Until you make it.
till you make it,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So when I'm measuring stuff out while we're actually playing, I need to use the actual measuring tool then. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I was just making sure. Just making sure.
Yeah, I can't even see it if you, like, as the DM, which is weird.
Oh, for the
Like,
for the breath
normally,
tool?
yeah, like, normally, I think you would be able to, but,
Yeah.
That's weird.
yeah.
All right, yeah. I was just curious about that. That was a roll 20
Yeah.
question.
So I think that's all the preamble. So, now to actually play test the math.
Let's go.
And to start, I need your speeds, and they should
6.
all be the same.
Six.
How's 6?
How dare you have the same speed as me?
How dare you
also
listen
has
to me?
6.
Ugh.
Oh, hey,
Yeah,
look
you know.
at that. Leafeon also has 6.
Whack.
I don't
I think-
actually know.
I think this is a level 1 issue.
Yeah, it is. I
I think because it's supposed to be random, is there a way to like if you hit the sort button, does it randomize it?
I was
every
just
time, or
checking
is it the
that.
same?
No, it looks like it's doing the same.
Oh, it's just it's making upside down every time.
Yeah, it's basically does it
It's
start
basing it
from
off
the
of
bottom?
name. From Alolan to Leafeon. Okay.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's alphabetical order, same
Yeah.
initiatives.
Mhm.
That's okay. Like, I might put on. Problem is, Dex Tiebreaker
It doesn't
kind of
quite
messes
work.
things up. Like,
Uh,
you're all. It's only a low level issue.
it's a level 1 issue.
Yeah. I mean, it will carry on being a little bit of an issue. Because if your Pokemon doesn't change speeds, like if you're not gonna speed nature or anything like that,
Right.
you and another Pokemon for the first few levels will be the same.
Good point. Adding that to my list of questions for later.
Okay, I can answer that question now because it's already mathed out in my sheet.
Nature or
When
mark.
when we actually start as a campaign, you guys will pick your nature.
Oh, okay,
You'll
that's cool.
pick one stat to increase, one stat to decrease, and then giving complete free reign over that. So, because in theory, there should already be a nature anyway for everything. So, like, yeah, if you want to up your speed and reduce your attack because you're a special attacker, do it. And it's going to be the normal rules apply: 10% buff to the stat that you're increasing, 10% debuff to the stat you're decreasing.
Okay. Cool. Anyway, sorry.
Which also kind of leads on to abilities, which is what RJ was asking about. There are going to be feats in this game. So basically, when you start, you will have one ability that your chosen starter would have. That can be any of its abilities. If it has multiple, if it has hidden abilities, you get just one of the ones that it starts with. In order to get, you can then also get any other ability in the game you can think of, or hell, that you find on Bulbapedia.
That's a long list, by the way.
Yeah. However, they will take different investments to learn. And, like, the really powerful ones will take longer. So, the classic example I came up with was, like, you end up both being weak to fire and your evolved forms. So, no. Yes, you're both weak to fire. So you might both want to pick up Flash Fire. Flash Fire gives you immunity to fire. That's pretty powerful. So it will probably take significant investment to get.
Okay.
And that might be that might be like, oh, you have to do like get to a score of 100 in the fire dungeon to learn that, and that'll take you just time to do. It'll be a massive investment, but eventually you'll pick it up. Probably do a discount if it's a natural ability you get, but only for your form specifics. RJ, don't get excited.
What? What?
So, for example, what are Eevee has adaptability? Yeah, Eevee can have runaway or adaptability or anticipation. So you might want to start with anticipation, but you might want to pick up adaptability later. You will have a reduced cost of learning adaptability because it is one of Eevee's natural abilities. Whereas RJ will have to put in the regular amount because it's not one of Alolan Vulpix's natural ones.
That's okay. I've a whole list of ice-themed abilities that I want.
I'm just going to actually just double checking that because I didn't know what Alolan Vulpix's abilities were. I was like, I just made those. It's Snow Cloak and Snow Warning.
Yeah, Snow Cloak and Snow Warning.
Yeah.
As a warning, if we do end up playing this as an actual campaign, Postal, I hope you like it snowing a lot.
All the time. Okay.
Alright, I suppose that will be the last mechanical thing since it's been brought up. Weather moves are going to be isolated, so if RJ did have snow warning, I would throw on, like,
It'd be like a 10 or 15 foot or something. Oh, even bigger.
yeah.
Than that.
Well,
It'd be
I
a
will
radius
probably,
around me.
yeah. So it'll be like that. And we'll just do the thing. Maps are probably going to be relatively small, like based on a mystery dungeon style. So don't be worried if I say like, oh, it's going to have like a 15-foot radius. That sounds tiny. It's probably going to be like at least a quarter, if not half, of a move of the room.
Okay.
So you're still going to have a lot to play about with, and you also will have maybe just enough room to get out of like your partner's hostile weather conditions.
Please don't touch me.
Yeah. Postal might change her mind and go to Glaceon.
I was like, if you're
actually-
always having good snow, I'm like, Flareon, no.
So, out of curiosity, Nova, are you going to do it as hail or are you going to do it as snow? Because I'd forgotten until I just thought about it.
Didn't
They changed it to snow, which works differently.
Probably hail.
Okay.
I like hail as a condition more.
Okay. I was just remembering because snow also increases defense. So I was like, wait.
Yeah. I'm not going to do any of the new ones because they do have those other effects.
Right.
I could do the like weather related ones, but I probably won't. Like, what is it? Rock Pokemon in Sandstorm have increased evasion or something like that.
Sure.
I'm not going to do that unless your ability lets you do that.
Right. That makes sense.
Also, there was one other point I was going to make there. I can't remember what it was, so it's probably not super important. Moves probably won't be boosted or reduced by weather.
Oh god, that's just extra calculations.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, Sunny Day is not going to reduce water-type moves. It's not going to power up fire-type moves. It will affect moves like Synthesis that rely on the weather. But that will be incorporated whenever a Pokemon actually learns Synthesis.
Oh goodness.
So, that is, I think, actually the mechanics done.
So, Postal, how's your brain?
I do my best.
Yeah. I say, it should function similar to D&D, and it should play a little bit easier and maybe a little bit faster than D&D. But yeah. Oh, I suppose quick D&D mechanic swap over. Dashing will be your full action.
Dashing is your full action. Okay.
Yeah. So there's not going to be any rogue stuff of dashing as a bonus action. Unless maybe one of the abilities, like maybe Runaway, would be good to let dashing be a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, until I go into depth on abilities,
Okay.
I'm not going to incorporate it right now. Dashing will just be your full action. You should probably never have to dash.
Fair.
Okay. So let's get this rolling. Let's get some numbers flowing.
Let me
And
add a
see
boss.
just how much this works. No, one final thing. You can wait.
Okay,
That
so
will
you can
be
skip
the
your turn.
equivalent of holding. Yeah.
Okay.
There'll be an equivalent of holding, except you won't have to announce like a trigger or what you're actually doing. It's just I will wait. And again, sometimes enemies are also going to do that, but it should be okay.
All right, boss.
Okay, so RJ,
I want to
lead
wait.
us off. You're gonna wait. Gotcha. All right, Postal.
I move.
Alright, go ahead. So you can move up to 30 feet.
I can't quite see the squares.
Squares are quite big.
Okay.
Yeah, they're
Also,
the normal
very-
D&D size square shape,
They're-
but
they're bigger than normal.
Yeah, I think it's just
But-
because the coloring as well.
yeah, they
also-
they blend in a lot with this map.
Yeah, I just picked up a random like Pokemon Stadium map.
Nah, it makes sense.
So
Okay, yeah, I do that. And that's all I do for now.
okay. Alright, for the. Ooh, why am I? Oh, because I was checking RJ's question from earlier. So why am I on cone? Alright, for the sake of expediting this, Flareon is going to move up 30 feet. And out of
Ooh.
range. So it's going to wait.
Yes. How dare it?
Leafeon is also going to move on up. And it is going to attack.
Rude.
So
Oh, no.
it is going to use Razor.
Watch out, Postal! Postal, watch out!
I don't... How?
Alright, oh, so public attack. Razor Leaf is 95% accurate, I believe. So I think it misses.
But that is in fact a nat 1. Yeah.
Whack.
Just double check. Yeah, Razor Leaf is 95% accurate. It did not roll above a 1. So Razor Leaf actually misses.
What a sapsucker.
Good to know that kind of works. I won't have to worry about rolling damage for it. Okay. And before we head to the next order,
As I say, so at this point, do I finish waiting or?
yeah. So order, you take your turn now.
So I'm gonna run up to here, and I'm going to use my Powdery of Snow,
Cool.
which is a 10-foot cone and hits
Yep.
both of them.
It does. So go ahead and roll the crit. It does not crit. Okay, so it does 8 damage.
Ah!
Flareon resists. And Leafeon is weak to the move.
That was double ones on the. Well, I guess
It was.
my 2d2. I rolled ones on both. Let's be fair. It's not that It's not that surprising on d2s.
Exactly, yeah. Alright.
True.
So Flareon takes 1 damage from that
Rude.
because it takes off 7, and then it would be not very effective, but it's already a 1.
Hmm.
Leafeon, however, is going to take 4 from me.
Reserved.
Yeah. And then you want to roll the 2d100s?
Oh yeah. I honestly had already forgotten about that.
I also did until I looked above it. Okay,
Ooh.
so do we do highs or lows? Because that 95 should technically be a freeze, I think.
Right. That's up to you, boss man. You're the DM here.
Yeah. Okay. Leafeon is frozen.
Aha, sucker.
Nice.
And I will have when I actually set this up, I'll have the list of things. They have a 20% chance of unfreezing on each
Right.
of their turns.
Oh, okay. So you just rolled to see if you get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that'll just be at the start of their turn. I'll roll and see if they get it.
D100 and see if they get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Evie,
Yes.
your turn. So you did do some movement.
Mm-hmm.
So you've still got 15 feet of movement. that you can do now. And then you've still got your attack if you want to.
Okay. Since Leafeon's frozen, I'll scoot here. And I'll just tail whip, I guess.
Okay. So Leafeon is going to lose 1 stage of defense.
It whips 10 feet, right? Or oh no, that's a single target, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'm thinking,
single target, but it is 10 feet.
I'm thinking of growl. That's
Yeah.
multiple. Sag. My brain's already gone into Pokemon. Normal Pokemon stuff. I'm like, wait, how does it work again?
Yeah.
Adjust.
Don't worry.
Adjust.
That's just like learning any new system or new ability in D&D. It should be fine. Okay. So that is that. So now we go back to the top of the turn order. Alolan Vulpix.
Hello. I desire another cone of powdery snow.
Cool. Go ahead and roll.
Ka-chow. Open this. Open this. Oh, you know, I know what I'm gonna drag this down here and rename it later. I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So still no crit.
Same exact damage roll.
Exact same damage. So that's fine.
And then a D100 for the Flareon.
Yep. Which it is not frozen. But Leafeon does take another chunk of damage. You see, this is quite nice about like the way the combat will go. Once you roll the move once, with currently there's like such a low damage variation. I know 8 means Flareon takes 1, Leafeon takes 4, without having to actually do any math. So that's actually quite nice with this. That will go out the window way later, as you guys will see.
Oh gosh. I desire to hide behind Postal, by the way. Just so that.
Yeah.
Alright. That is all.
Hey, Postal, if you'd like to move out of his way, I will. No, I'm joking.
Hey, there's a big flaming thing there. It's gonna eat me alive. I don't want to deal with that.
At least it won't eat you raw. It will cook you first.
True.
Rude.
Got a point.
Alright. So we did that. So, Eevee.
Okay. I guess I'll growl
Growl.
for both.
Rawr.
Use murder.
Okay.
Rawr. Alright.
It does it both.
It does hit both. Alright, so both of them lose 1 attack stage. Are you happy where you are?
I'm just gonna constantly keep debuffing. I guess or something.
Like, do I let RJ suffer or?
So, one thing, again, I probably should have mentioned. So, because of the way moves are going to have varying ranges and stuff, opportunity attacks won't be a thing. So if
I like left,
if you do want to move, even if Leafeon was unfrozen, you wouldn't have an attack of opportunity.
Okay. I have to engrave that because my brain's gonna be like, I
Yeah.
can't move. They're gonna hit me.
Just with the varying move ranges are going to make some moves just ridiculous for attacks of opportunity. It would be very unbalanced.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay. That's going to bring us to Flareon. Flareon did see a little ice tail. It knows what it's doing. So it's going to run on into here. And it's going to... Rude. So... It hits, and it does not crit. But it is going to use Ember.
Oh.
So that is 9 minus 6, that's 3. So Vulpix, you take 6 points of damage.
Ow!
And
Damn.
it's quite pleased with itself,
How dare it?
so it's going to stay there.
Postal help!
Double check you do that is actually a toes move. Cool. Leafeon can't do anything, but it doesn't manage to unfreeze. It does not, so it's skipped.
Nice.
Vulpix.
Ooh, can I get an angle to hit both of them? Yeah, I don't think I can without hitting Postal too.
Please don't.
Hiding behind Postal again. She
Okay.
used my meat shield. And I'm using the powder of the snow on this guy.
Okay. Thing is just dead now. Okay.
Poor
So
Leafeon.
Yep. But, okay, very fitting of an actual Pokemon battle. You using a move super effective against it. It just happened to get unlucky with the freeze, and it's dead very easily.
Classic Pokemon.
Okay. So Leafeon is unconscious because we don't kill Pokemon.
And then I went from... Oops, that's the wrong kind of measurement. Went from here to here, so I can go all the way over to there. Okay, okay.
Flee!
No, no!
Oh.
The best
Okay.
part is I know it can still get to me, so it's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay. Eevee.
Hey.
Well,
I'm just gonna attack, I guess.
Alright. So go ahead and click attack.
Okay.
So you hit, but you don't crit.
Okay.
So go ahead and click covet for me.
Covet.
I know it's your only attacking move, so.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so that's 11. You did. Oh, you growled Flurry out, not Tail Whipped. So it
Yeah.
takes a good 5 damage.
Nice. And then...
It's taken 7. It's taken 7 total. So it must have like 4 or 5 HP remaining.
Okay, I'm gonna make it move. I'll go here.
You can get farther away than I can. It's funny.
I know, just wait. So.
Hey.
I'm gonna die here.
Here, I'll go here. I guess, yeah. I have no idea. You're the ice one, so I don't know how enticed it is. Come get you. But I did just
Yeah,
attack
it-
it, so.
All right, bring it.
It is an intelligent Pokemon,
Bring it.
so it's going to try and at least finish off the one Pokemon it thinks it can.
Bring it. Roar.
It does not crit. And it does 4. 8 minus 6 is 2, double to 4. Yep.
Oh. I'm alive.
Oh my
You-
goodness.
You've somehow survived this.
Ugh.
Okay.
I would like to whip my tails right in its face.
Right back and forth.
Cool, cool. So it is going to have now -1 defense stat.
Postal kill.
I do.
Eevee. Oh, sorry. I get this is going to be a mechanic. I forget. Because you use cover, you do steal an item.
Yes.
I don't have any real items prepared, but for the sake of this, you can steal an orange berry,
Woo!
Berry.
which is recovers 10 HP.
I'll take it. I don't need it right now, though, but that's good to know.
Nope. Your partner might.
Yep.
Hello, and Vulpix, playtest 1. It's suffering.
I got the whole phrasing. Okay. Yeah, I'll attack it again. Which would that be covet or just attack?
So attack 2 hit and then cover it for damage.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, it's a crit. That's fine. And that one on the accuracy roll doesn't mean you miss because covet's 100%.
Ah, yes.
I just find it interesting.
Yeah.
So it's just going to be regular damage. So yeah, go ahead and roll covet. So it does actually do more because Flare now has reduced defense.
Yeah.
So it loses 2 points of defense. So it's 9 minus 4, which is 5, which is enough to get the kill.
Hold it.
Nice.
I'm basically going to do 1 steal per Pokemon.
Okay.
So
yeah, that
cover
makes
it a
sense.
second time doesn't do anything. But normal RPG mechanics, you can at least cover everything once and get an item from them.
Yeah.
Alright. And that's the end of level 1 combat.
Okay.
How did that feel?
It was fine.
Very
Yeah.
simple, but
Just kind of
plays
keeping
out-
it in mind.
Yeah, it's like a new system. Once you play it enough, it makes sense. Cool.
I give
Alright.
the berry over to
It's okay. He doesn't
dying
actually need it.
alone.
Because all of a sudden, you guys are going to be catapulted to a level 25 form. run forward. Ooh. Ooh. So lucky. Yeah, and that's all it's going to do. Flareon is also just going to run forward. And that's all it's going to do. Vulpix. Of the aluminum variety.
I shall work on eliminating the Leafeon first. So, from my standing position of where I'm currently at, Aurora Beam!
Aurora Beam.
That one.
Arr.
And then...
Oh, yeah, sorry, these sheets are on GM apart.
Oh, what the...
Why did one roll on GM?
Because I saved the crit thing down in my bar from the level 1.
Okay.
Have it again, because I'm sure the damage doesn't matter that much. It's not going to change that much.
No. Okay. So, there was no crit. So, 47. Aurora Beam is special. So that is 20. 20 damage.
And super effective.
Yes, that's including a super effective. You did 47. It has 37 special defense, so it's 10. Double to 20 for super effective.
Okay. I did a lot less than I was expecting then.
It was going to show you guys the HP for the enemies. It's still nearly a third of its HP.
Okay.
Which I feel like is fine. Let me put
you keep going.
this on. I'm just going to, while I actually have these tokens on hand, just make the HPs visible. You guys can track it. Alright.
Cool. Okay.
Well, RJ, damage counts.
Yep, you guys do your thing.
Post out.
I move.
You are Eevee. Okay.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
I'll do. You have. Okay. Everyone has so much more health. I will do an attack. I'll do bite on Leafeon. Is that a 5 foot?
It is a 5 foot.
Okay, so then I'll just...
You are 10 foot away. Alright.
Scoot. Hey, I bite.
So, go ahead and roll attack. Oh yeah, so you'll have to turn these sheets off of GM mode automatically.
Ow.
You hit, you do not crit, so go ahead and click bite.
And
So that is, wow, 45 damage. 45. Okay, so this is where I run into a slight mathematical problem.
Uh-oh.
You did 45 damage, but Leafeon has 69 defense.
nice.
Yeah, that's what I'm... Because I'm also...
Technically, it takes 0 damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
We found the issue with the math.
Yep. First, this is exactly why I wanted to run this.
I'm curious...
So how much does the damage calc say you should have done?
Between
42
32 to 42 damage.
And what HP does Leafeon have? 75. So that's not that far off. Like, you should do slightly more than a third of its HP. I know it says 42 to 56, but like...
I know.
And you did just under a third.
Right.
But then 20 out of 67.
But then the math breaks on hers where she's suddenly doing none.
Yeah, suddenly doing 0 damage. So it does it isn't perfect, which I wasn't expecting it to be.
Oh, I found the damage
Yeah,
calc for
yeah, the
Gen
damage calc-
1.
Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. It doesn't even get better in future gens.
Okay, it's longer. Oh, God. All right, you just need to type this into to roll 20, right?
No. So damage dealt is okay. It's defense. It's the defense that's the problem.
So where in all the damage calcs is actually applied defense? That's what I'm curious about. So I'm gonna go up to Gen 1 just as a start. So damage is 2 times level times crit divided by 5 plus 2 times power times
Attack divided by defense.
attack divided by defense.
Yeah.
Oh.
So instead of doing pure addition and multiplication, it does a division.
Oh, it's dividing attack by defense instead. So
which doesn't
you take
really
40...
work for me.
What is?
Because I would have to do 35 divided by 69, which is going to be a half. And I'd be saying,
what's its
it's
actual
10.
defense?
69.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, so it'd be 4d6 plus 35 divided by 69. Sorry, times 5 divided by 69, which is going to be like, in this case, you roll 10. So
the way I was looking at it, for situations like that, and I don't know how it would work. You'd have to modify it for all the other damage calcs as well. Was taking the 45 divided by 69 and just multiplying whatever that popped out by your attack. So it was the 45 times the 0.65.
but the 45 is the 45 is the like final damage amount.
Right.
Pokemon does attack divided by defense as like the multiplier. So it'd actually be 4d6 times, I guess, like 1.65 you'd want to do. Which is, it's still only going to end up doing 16 damage, which is better than 0. But it does make the damage calculation considerably harder.
What is she, an Eevee?
Yep.
Versus Leafeon?
Yep.
I just want to see what like a general one would be. And she used Bite.
Yep.
Wow, it wouldn't do that much damage. Do 7 to 9 damage.
Okay, so technically the 0's not that bad. Like, it's not, doesn't feel good. But technically...
I mean, it's just going to make it rough, because if we
Yeah.
end up against a Pokemon that we literally can't hurt, it kind of screws us over, you know?
Go ahead and, just in case, change all the IVs to 0. It shouldn't make any difference.
All the IVs?
I'm
yeah,
oh,
on the
yours.
damage
Okay.
calculator. Yeah. I don't think it'll make that much of a difference, but
6 to 8 still.
yeah. But it's one of those as well, because like, yeah.
I think the problem just ends up being the fact that the actual damage calculation they use is
It's so complicated.
strange.
Yeah.
It's going to be it's going to be, at least on the fly, it's going to be extraordinarily annoying to calculate properly.
Yeah,
know?
which is why I didn't use the base damage formula.
And it I don't know. That's
Yeah.
rough.
My thing, like, that I'm looking at is, like, Leafeon's special defense, for example, is, like, half of its defense.
Mm-hmm. Which is why
Meaning-
I was able to do damage.
Yeah. So I don't know if like it's okay to do like, because obviously even in Pokemon you would do so little damage with Bite against the Leafeon in this situation.
I think the issue comes down to knowledge there, because like, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Postal, but like I don't know if you're necessarily like the biggest Pokemon nerd.
I definitely don't have a
knows.
lot of information in
Yeah,
terms of like numbers
like-
and stuff.
Right? And like even I didn't necessarily know that Leafeon was a physical defense Pokemon rather than a special defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and it's like there are some I know that for sure, but there's a lot that I don't. So if I go into a battle and I start freaking Aurora beaming stuff and I do no damage, it's just gonna not be fun at that point, you know? Even if it is semi-realistic.
Yeah, but is the same not true for D&D?
Right.
Where
You don't
I
if
think
know
there's
what they're,
something,
like,
if
holding.
something happens to be resistant to or immune to slashing, you still slash at them once and figure out it doesn't work.
But then you're unable to play towards any strengths you have, because like Alolan Vulpix will never have a like if I would never put a physical attacking move on an Alolan Vulpix as a Pokemon player, right?
Yeah, but then is
And
that
so-
not going to be more? You know, maybe you should have at least one, have a move available.
But then that feels so limiting at that point, and then it never like I'd be afraid of it being so weak because my attack gets so low. What's my attack right now? Yeah, right now it's 25 versus 30. At higher levels, it just becomes more unbalanced.
Well, the actual.
You know what I mean?
So your final difference actually ends up being 28 at level 100. But that is because you are like a fairly mixed attacker, special attacker.
Right, but
So like it's still not going to be that limiting.
I don't know. I just like
Uh,
it just feels limiting when you combine that with still only having access to 4 moves to be personally.
Yeah,
Because there's just like you have to pick so carefully what moves you're gonna have for such a long period of time.
yeah. I mean, moves are going to be fairly easy to interchange, but obviously you're not going to be able to do it on the fly.
Right.
So yeah,
And like see, my biggest fear is that we get into a boss fight where I literally can't do anything. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it, and that just becomes unfun.
okay, but does that not make, say, status moves actually worth keeping around?
Oh, absolutely. Which is why, like later on, I'd have things like Aurora Veil because those are things that play towards
Yeah,
our strength. But then that's like status moves are taking up a place of potential physical attacking moves. Then
right, but then you won't need a physical attacking move, because if you're worried about your damage output, it's probably better to lower special defense turn 1 and then special attack turn 2 than to do 2 physical attacks. You know?
yeah, but again, that comes to a lack of possible moves because then I have to have both a stat lowering move and an attacking move.
Well, you're going to have the
And-
attacking move anyway.
Right. I don't know. It just. I just have an issue with dealing 0 damage. I think that's my biggest problem. Because even
Yeah.
in D&D, when you do no damage, you learn things, and then there are ways to get around it, and you have more than one action per turn to do stuff. Or you can do more than just one single thing per turn.
Yeah.
So it just.
But I still feel like because there are possibilities of doing 0 damage in D&D in a turn.
Yeah, but then I can
The
grapple
I-
in D&D.
Yeah.
And then I
Again,
can
that still comes from, first of all, you figure out that you can't do something. So like
Right.
I know what you're saying, but let's say for example your attacks weren't doing anything, because Flareon is a special defense Pokemon and it's resistant to your damage. So there's a solid chance your ice moves would do nothing to Flareon.
Right.
You have Confuse Ray.
Right, which is something I would do right now for sure.
Yeah.
Out of
And
curiosity,
then-
what's Flareon's actual defense too? I'm just curious.
60.
60?
Oh, sorry,
so
defense 35.
35.
Yeah, so like Postal could very easily take on the Flareon. Like, Postal, if she bit in the Flareon, would be doing the 10 damage.
Yeah, but then that's 7 attacks she has to kill it at that point if she doesn't crit.
Which is, according to, like, she'd have to do 10 to kill a Leafeon, according to the damage calc, in regular Pokemon.
Right.
You know, it kind of tracks, but I do get that it doesn't feel good.
Yeah, I see that's just my biggest issue is that
Yeah.
it just does not feel good to do such like I get it, but it just sucks.
Yeah. I mean, it's one of those where, I mean,
Oh.
classic D&D, classic, actually no, it is some D&D, but Pokemon rules is you always deal at least 1 damage.
Right.
So, like, technically, like, this would do 1 damage. It wouldn't do 0. And you're still getting the flinch chance off of a move like Bite. Like, that's just going to always happen as well.
Right.
So I don't know, does that make it feel any better? That, like, you... Because technically, that's the same as you grappling, isn't it? Like, Postal knows she's not going to do damage to the Leafeon if she bites, but she can still bite with the flinch chance.
Yeah.
Which is the same as you wanting to grapple, having to do the athletics.
Right.
I don't know if maybe that is enough to offset it.
I don't
'Cause I think-
know.
Like, it would be really bad, for example, Swift. Swift has no secondary effects. So it would mean that Swift would be pretty bad against just Leafeon. And
Right.
it would do probably the 1 damage. But whatever, we can calculate later. It has no secondary effects apart from never missing. So maybe that wouldn't feel as good. But I feel like the 30% bite flinch chance does work.
Let's go ahead and keep this going for now, and we'll figure
Yeah.
out more later.
Yeah. So we'll
Also,
do
roll
the,
for flinch.
Flinch.
so go ahead and roll a D100 for me, Postal.
Okay.
You can come back to the PC now.
Hello.
Silly
Yeah.
Postal.
Hello.
See, this is the exact situation I was hoping would come up.
Yeah, no, and I think that's good. The fact that because it helps that both you and RJ like have a decent background for Pokemon, because that is
Yeah.
going to help you
Oh.
sort of like recognize it.
Hey,
And
get
Leafeon
some flinch.
actually flinches, yeah.
2 for flinching.
So Leafeon misses its next attack.
Nice.
Its next turn, sorry. As it flinches. Alright.
So something that I'm
Um,
able to keep in mind is that Flareon can take like the physical damage, while
Yeah.
Leafeon is more resistant to it.
Yeah, so technically,
Yeah.
like, if this was just straight up live play,
Mm-hmm.
you would attack Leafeon, you'd realize it does very little damage.
And then
You're like,
focus
okay.
down.
So you're like, okay, Leafeon's a high defense Pokemon. First of all, do I have any special moves?
Which I don't, because
if
I'm a normal
not-
type, right? At least right
not
now.
necessarily true. No, Swift is actually a special move.
Oh, Swift is special.
Yeah. So if you, I should probably put that to the moves. If the damage is scaling off intelligence, so you can sort of see it, the end of the formula.
Yeah, it's, okay.
If it scales up intelligence, it's a special move.
Okay, I'll
So
try to
like
keep that in mind.
now, so you think now, like, okay, I tried to bite Leafeon, it didn't take much damage. I can try Swift, and you can see then. I feel like there is a learning curve, but the one thing I want to pick up on is it does feel very punishing mid-fight. So I will figure something away around that.
We'll get that.
Also, in a full campaign, you'll have access to vitamins and minerals. So you can fix any low stats if you want to.
Right.
To a point. So we'll see how that kind of translates.
Right.
Alright, in response to your turn, Flareon is going to use our first priority move. So it doesn't crit. So it is going to use quick attack.
Rude.
And it does way too much damage. Oh, right. Huh. Oh, because it's a physical attacker, yeah. Part of me is also wondering how bad this is just because they are technically evolved. So they'll have slightly higher base stats. Because that's a massive damage roll. That'd be over.
Really?
That is.
Oh, that does not seem.
$55. It does work out slightly better, but. Right. Okay. That's so this isn't working as cleanly.
Yeah. So I just went to double check because I was curious. I was looking at the base stats for Ninetales at level 50, which lowest special attack is 77.
Yeah.
And Leafeon's special defense at level 50 is 63, right?
Yeah.
So at a base, that's a 14. That would be 14 damage, not counting whatever the attack damage would be.
Okay.
Which, if the attack you had is like, let me scroll up to one. It was 9 plus, so 15, 17. So 14 plus 17. And then you multiply that times 2 because it's critical. That's 62 damage. Which is quite a bit less than what a normal range would be.
Right, but that's level 50.
Right, that's level 50. Just because level 50 is what the...
Yeah, that's level 50 and using your evolved form. So technically, it's going to be... You would still roll higher if you did that exact setup here. Like, the next fight is the level 50 fight.
Right.
So you could...
Well, I was just using it as an example, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I'm just going off of...
And because those numbers are easier to get to.
Your damage roll will be quite a bit higher at level 50.
Do the damage rolls themselves actually change at higher levels?
Yes. They go off... So the damage dice is also based off your attack stat. So it's kind of double scaling attack to make the attacks. Maybe that's part of the problem, because I think attacks may be scaling too high. Oh, but then that's just going to make the moves against high defenses even worse.
Well,
like right now, this Flareon just technically one-hit KO'd. And the Eevee.
The Flareon screen? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it technically just one-hit KO'd.
Yeah, so
And I don't think a level 25 Flareon should be able to one-hit KO.
a level 25 EV
Yeah.
with what, Ember or something? Or I suppose it was probably more
quick
than...
attack.
Oh, with quick attack even.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh, the math.
So yeah, so the scaling isn't as clean.
The numbers, Mason.
What do they mean?
All right.
Hmm.
Sorry to say Nova, but I think you
Yeah, maybe
you need
back
to work
to
on your
drawing
math.
board. I'm just having a look at what the actual damage of a quick attack should be.
Oh.
It's a third of the HP, roughly. Hmm. Okay. Well, for the sake of just pure adventure, I'm gonna ignore the quick attack and we'll play through again. We'll just keep going and see how it plays out with just normal moves right now.
Does it know flame charge?
No.
Okay.
So we'll ignore the quick attack that happened, and instead, Leafeon's turn gets skipped. So it will... See, this is the problem, because it could technically just quick attack from here and have the exact same problem.
Right.
So it's definitely scaling too quickly.
I think what the problem comes down to is that because you're basing off the stats, when the numbers are overwhelmingly bigger than the opponents, the scaling completely breaks.
Yeah, they shouldn't be. I mean, yes, they are bigger than your numbers. They are quite a lot bigger, actually.
Right.
Yeah,
And
so I think the problem with this is more that they are evolved, so their base stats are considerably higher. I don't think there's an actual problem with the map.
I think it's going to continue to be an issue when we run into Pokemon who just generally have higher stats in general, you know what I mean? Like, if we came across a Shuckle, we cannot hurt a Shuckle. It's actually impossible.
Yeah.
at least without tail whipping it a bunch anyway.
Yeah, which is in a way kind of how you would take on a Shuckle anyway. So a Shuckle at level 25, yeah. So its defenses are 120.
Yeah, so we'd have to minimum use a defense lowering move.
Yeah, and
What,
defense
2 to 3
lowering moves are a lot more effective against high stat Pokemon.
Right.
Anyway, because it's losing more per usage. So technically, like, if you use it on the Shuckle, it goes down to 80 defense instead of 120. Whereas Flareon, for example, is only losing 11 defense instead of 40.
Right.
So technically,
Here's the thing: if it loses 40, if the Shuckle loses 40 defense, I still can't hurt it. I have to do that multiple times.
right? Yeah, no, that's going to be an issue. Yeah,
And that just because that's what turns into a slog.
yeah.
Ooh.
But then that would just be on me to not use Shuckle.
Right. But you see where I'm going with that idea.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, I feel like as long as I'm smart about it and send similar strength foes, the map should probably maintain. This isn't because they are, like I said, they're just higher base stats.
Right. We'll
they're scaling faster.
we'll see what it looks like when we get to the level 50 version.
Yeah, I mean, what I can do a real quick adjustment. And see if this, like, how much this changes things. His token should have updated with all of that. Yeah, so like now he's going to use Ember. He didn't crit, so he can roll normal. So that's only 52 now, which is actually it's only 15 damage, which seems right. Because you did 20 to the Leafeon. And that was technically before I did this change. I mean, when I say it sounds about right, I don't mean off Pokemon damage, just for...
Right. I'm just trying to get a general idea of what they look like normally.
But I mean, in terms of D&D...
In terms of D&D, that does sound significantly better than getting than the other one. But then that just gives the issue of a Pokemon suddenly not playing to its strengths, which is fine because you want to play for role play rather than for.
Well, no, all I've done here is lower their level.
Oh, did you actually lower their level?
Yeah, I haven't changed any of the stat scaling or anything. I just lowered their level.
I see.
And already the damage is significantly better. So that's why I'm saying, I don't think the math is off. I'm just putting you against unreasonable enemies.
Right. Let's see what it looks like once we get to the level 50 version.
So I'm gonna reset for a second because all that happened. So we're gonna go back up to Aurora Beam. So now Aurora Beam is going to do, so was it 47, so 22, doubled, 44. Okay, so Aurora Beam one-shot the Leafeon. You can't tell me that doesn't feel a little bit more rewarding, right?
Like, that's a lot better, but what level did you knock it down to? I'm just curious.
15.
15, yeah. And see, that makes sense at that point.
Yeah. So I feel like this is classic just I threw an enemy that was too strong at you, and now I'm adapting to that. This is working significantly better already. And then, so Leafeon would have been down, which means Postal would have ran in and instead bit the Flareon. 45 minus 23 is going to do 22 damage. So it does half of its health in one go. The flinch goes off, so it flinches. Okay, and then that would get us back to... that would get us back to your turn. No.
Me.
Oops. Yeah, my turn on it went weird.
Right.
So then you go.
Confuse Ray.
Okay, so Confuse Ray. That just hits, so it's confused. That just happens. Roll the 1d one. So it's because you have 5 rounds.
That sucker.
The poor thing. Okay, so this is flowing a lot better.
Right. This is the flow that you'd probably want the game to have.
Yeah.
Especially if we're going to be wandering through dungeons.
Yes.
Fighting a lot of stuff. This is a much better flow.
Yeah. Okay. So I did double check this, but now my head's kind of all over the place. Confusion is a 1 in 3 chance to hit yourself.
Something like that.
Yeah, 1 in 3 chance.
How you doing, Postal?
Good. I'm hanging out.
She's like, I'm not happy to be here.
Yeah, Postal's not chill that whole time. So it's
vibing.
confused, and it hurts itself. And how much damage does it do when it hits itself? Oh, that actually depends on the move, doesn't it?
It does. So it's, it's attacking itself.
Yeah, confusion damage is a type plus physical move with a power of 40.
Sure.
That's a little bit frustrating to... Oh no, it's the exact same as quick attack.
As I said, just make it attack itself.
Yeah, so I can actually just... Yeah, I was trying to think if it actually had any moves that were 40 power. So this is... I do need to change the damage dice. I forgot they were a lower level now. 66. And then... Okay, so that's enough to knock it out.
That... Ooh, okay. That's weird.
That is a little bit strange.
Like, I'm not mad about it, but at the same time,
Yeah.
that just feels weird. Okay.
I think it's because it is a low defense Pokemon.
Right.
Um,
Alright.
but yeah. So
Next
it
one.
is a little bit off. Alright, so at least I know now that I need to lower these levels. Although, congratulations. You are evolved now.
Yay.
What?
Oh, so I don't have to lower the levels, because you're evolved. So you should be on equal footing. In theory, you should be on even footing.
In theory.
This whole thing is a theory. A game theory.
There it is.
Did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. And now there's actually 3 of them you have to face. This is where because things changed a little bit on like your like the typings and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And for the benefit of this match and the next match, RJ, you are going to be under the effect of... We'll call it snow, just so I don't have to worry about it dealing damage to
Postal.
Postal.
Nice.
And we'll call it 15 foot because this is a fairly small arena anyway. So you will technically count as being under, like being in.
No,
snow.
I have the ability of the snow thing.
You have snow warning. Yeah,
I have snow warning, so we're good.
Okay. So hopefully this should be less tweaking.
Yeah.
So what are your speeds?
99.
113.
113?
Sucker. I'm still faster.
Right. Then Umbreon, Flareon, and Vaporeon. Vaporeon's just happy to be here.
Based.
Just hey.
Hello.
Can we put a postal face on top of that Vaporeon?
That is weird, RJ.
Just happy to be.
That is
I'm just having to be.
very
I'm just
weird.
hanging out.
For some reason, all of these have a... Oh, I think Leafeon has the speed base stat increase. There's like most evolutions have the same stats apart from
That's
the
it.
ones they're good at.
Yep.
So they all have the speed of 70.
Oh goodness.
Okay. So, Ninetales.
Yep. I mean Aurora Veil, because
Aurora.
I like Postal and I don't want her to die.
Aurora?
So you take, if you're in my area, you take 33% less damage.
Ooh, noted.
Yeah. If they figure out exactly how stuff like that's going to work, like, should that be
10-foot
active
radius. There you
if
go.
she moves out?
I mean, it does specify in a 10-foot radius, so.
Yeah, I was thinking more that should be at the time of casting. So, like, you use it, she has Aurora Veil and can move freely and still have Aurora Veil.
Oh yeah, I don't know about that. That's up to you.
Yeah, but it's fine. This shouldn't come into play in this situation. Okay, Leafia.
There you go.
The one thing about this is each time you go to a new page, you've got 4 whole new moves to learn.
Yep.
Postal's learning.
I will warn you now, the level 100 is the exact same moveset as a level 50.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have to learn anything new.
So the special attack in this case is Giga Drain because it's using intelligence?
Intelligence, yes.
Okay. And I do recognize... Well, it kind of helps that I like Leafeon in general.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we still move technically 30 feet, yeah?
Yep, 30 feet each turn, yeah.
Okay.
And as long as you're within RJ's blue aura, you have the effects of Aurora Rail.
Yep, I'm helpful like that.
Okay.
Aurora.
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 There. So I can't... Does this still me being in it? It's kind of on like that.
Yeah.
Your head's in it, so you count.
Okay. Cool. I guess that's all I'll do then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So. Okay, yeah, you don't have it. Okay. Umbreon. What's the range on that? Okay. Small. Okay, so interestingly, Umbreon is going to use Confuse Ray
Rude.
on Ninetales.
Whack.
Or 4 rounds.
Rude.
Hey, look, Psyduck.
Oh no, it's not. Speaking of confused.
Yeah. Looked at my
Speaking
god.
of confused and happy to be here. Hi, Psyduck. Alright. Let's go take Flareon.
At least I'll take less confusion damage.
You will take less confusion damage. And okay. Leafeon, you're going to be hit by Scary Face.
Ooh. Okay.
So your speed drops.
Rude.
So you go down to 50 speed.
Well, damn.
Significantly less speed.
Yeah, because it's a 2-stage reduction.
I only need 15 to
it
get
goes
to your
down.
ass.
It goes down to half. Yeah. And then Vaporeon. I feel like the ranges are okay. Vaporeon's gonna run over to... No, not there. To there. And it's going to do an Aurora Beam of her own against Leafeon.
Rude.
Does it crit? Okay, so we'll see how the damage actually looks when you're all at the same level. And then stats. So 136 minus 70. No. So okay, it's still a little bit off here because of the oh, is it?
And then doubled because it's super effective. So that's a one-shot on Leafeon, right?
Yeah. 66 doubled to 132.
Ouchie doodles.
That's weird. Why that is so significant here.
God, I can't type things correctly.
Okay, so Leafeon is technically a lower HP base stat, but doesn't really help.
Technically, it should be a one-shot anyway, based on normal.
Really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. I'm innocent.
That's... Huh. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's rough.
So
Oh, wait,
how...
Wait, I
I
did
know.
Glaceon, not... Sorry, no, there's no same... There's no stab or...
Yeah,
or stuff. I didn't realize that was a Vaporeon. I thought it was a Glaceon.
yeah, no. So it's 64 to 76, 77%. So it should be
That's what it
roughly
was. That's why.
3/4. It's a guaranteed 2-hit KO.
Right.
Which
Which, if it's not actually Glaceon, that means you're not getting stabbed because
Yeah, and
Moonbeam is Ice type. So
yeah,
but
there was no
it
stat
is
taken
super.
into account.
It is super effective. So you're getting double though.
Yeah, that's
Ooh.
yeah. So it's still a little bit too high.
Yeah. The damage scaling without all the extra calcs with their base numbers just throws it way off.
Yeah,
I think is the issue.
yeah. I think I can fix that relatively easily though. So we'll just ignore it for now and see how the rest of the damage plays out. So-
Leafeon loves her trainer and held on.
So what we'll do is we're going to go on like a knockout and revive system for this,
Okay.
so that Postal is now not out of the the whole battle.
Okay.
Oh, actually, if you reduce the damage because of Rare Veil, she would have survived. Right?
Oh right, yeah. No, that's
So-
true. Still doesn't actually help the calculation, but so what is it? It's 132. You reduce it by a third, so it's we'll just
Times 0.66.
Yeah. So yeah, 88.
Okay.
That's reasonable. So yeah, that's reasonable for us to continue. We're still going to do the knockout system though. But yeah, so Leafeon, you take 88 points of damage.
Okay.
No, you're confused. There's a difference.
Rude.
Oh gosh.
Okay.
Zelly!
Oh, hey, Zelly.
Zelly, we're doing math.
They're doing math. I'm just hanging out.
Postal is just happy to be here.
Yeah. I've been like tidying my desk and like listening, and I'm just like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see what you guys are going on about. I'm just like
Yeah.
meandering.
Alright, so
Hi, Zelly.
RJ. D100
Oh, for the confusion.
for the confusion.
Safe.
You are safe.
How are
What would
you?
like to do?
Have you slept? Are you doing
Massive
well?
Plot.
Ooh, okay. So
I
your
wanna-
special attack goes up too?
Yes, I want to test to see how much these numbers can be made terrible.
Okay. That moves us to Vaporeon.
Affliction. Excuse me.
Okay, this is going to be the
Weirdest
place where
affliction yesterday.
Vaporeon's just going to
Completely
kill off the
murdered me.
Leafeon.
Oh no!
Bye, Leafeon. I mean, Postal. I'll miss you. I'll see you when you return from the dead soon.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so when we do that, it does even more damage.
Do you just kind of have like a
I
quick
hope you
cold
feel
sort of
better,
thing,
Zoe.
maybe?
Whatever's
Did
happening.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like
Oh,
maybe you
I
just
didn't
had
even
a...
roll that. Yeah, it does
quick
even
couple.
more damage. 148 minus 78.
Just put her in the negatives.
Yeah, no, she is.
We'll figure out how many deaths she earned by the end of the combat.
No, I'm just gonna do that and just put her back on full
I hope
health.
you still just
Aw.
plan on resting, though.
I can do that way, but alright.
I just think
You're
it'd
not
be
gonna
funny.
stream, are you? Indeed.
Leafeon has consumed a Reviver Seed
Good job, Leafeon.
and is
Nom,
back
nom,
with
nom,
us.
nom,
Alright. And that was Flareon's turn to kill Leafeon.
nom. Shoot!
Oh,
I'm getting bullied.
I'd like to imagine Reviver seeds taste like sunflower seeds.
I was
Probably.
thinking of like pumpkin seeds, but yeah, sunflower seeds or pumpkin seeds kind of work.
I haven't had pumpkin seeds in years.
Pepita seeds.
Oh,
Alright. Flareon
Pepitas.
is going to run into there.
Massive headache, arm and leg.
And
were
it's
basically
going
dead.
to
My stomach
lava
wanted
pool,
to explode, but all good
which is
now.
going to hit you both.
Oh, you can use the
You're both
Fenrir
weak to
pet one.
fire.
yes, and
So,
I added
It does
stuff to
not
you guys who are. I think you count because you're using.
okay, so Ninetales.
I die.
No, because of Aurora Veil. you're
Yippee!
fine.
Yeah, you can use the Fenrir petting
100
one now.
times
So
2 is
71, 142, 2/3 of 142,
Yay! Look at the little petty
95. You take
fibs.
95 damage.
I love it. Adorable.
Leafeon.
What?
Hey.
Oh, I was looking at the wrong number because Dex is special defense, isn't it?
No, Dex is speed.
Or
Mm.
wait, what's special defense then?
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Mm.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, that's why I put them on the tokens instead, because I feel like it's
Right.
easier.
No,
to
Bud
do that.
Bud Boy works as
Right,
well.
right.
Leafeon, you take
Bud Boy.
106, 212. 104. Yeah, okay, so that's a one shot.
Burp.
So Leafeon just dies again.
Okay.
And Ninetales is not burned.
Zoe, I'm getting bullied.
Yeah,
Getting a tiny little bit bullied. It's mainly because Vaporeon has a super effective move against you,
and Flareon does.
and Flareon is there to counter both of you. For the red card, Leafeon, should you ever actually get another turn, you're super effective against Vaporeon, so it's all good.
Let me get there.
Hmm.
Yeah. Umbreon is going to run on over to here. And this is where Umbreon does some crazy damage. Because as long Umbreon is going to... Okay, doesn't crit. He's going to use Assurance. And you've already taken damage this round, meaning the
Are you
damage you take is
gonna
doubled.
Still stream?
Do you resist Dark? No.
Yeah.
Fairy?
Yeah. I can never remember with Fairy and Dark how it works, but you don't resist it. You're super effective against it, I believe.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
As long as you're not pushing yourself.
118, 38.
Is dead.
No,
Okay.
it's Aurora Veil. I'm just trying to figure out when to apply it.
At the end, I
38.
assume?
Yeah, so 38.
I'll get you.
Other than there's nothing else to it, so 38. So you take 26.
Is almost dead.
You actually survived then.
That's okay.
Did I?
It'll.
Oh, wait, no. Did I forget to double? No, that's where I forgot to double it. Yeah. So okay, gotta start again now. And 38, 76. So you take 50. So yeah, no, you do die once.
Yeah. Okay.
Alright, but no confusion.
Oh, did my confusion go away too?
Yeah, we'll go like mystery dungeon style, where like you die, you lose all of your afflictions at the cost of a reviver seed. Which, by
Gotcha.
the way, reviver seeds are things you guys are going to have access to if this becomes an actual campaign. Yes,
We
you
need
can keep
a
your
lot
special
of them.
attack up. You can keep your special attack up just because. Normally it would also be reset, but not this time. Okay, Leafeon. Go get him, Tiger.
I'm gonna do my best.
Go murder the water
Yeah.
Dog.
Coming for you.
thing.
Little water pup.
Water puppy.
Shoot. Hey.
Hello.
So I can just do like attack and then or wait.
Yep. So if you click attack first, if you're using Leaf Blade,
Like Leaf Blade.
you can use the high crit rate instead.
Oh, cool.
Also, yeah, that she is also on GM.
Frack.
Yeah, I should have just taken them all off, but
No, I get it though. It's a thing that like isn't really remembered much when you're already working on your own stuff.
yeah.
Of course, you're not gonna like look at it until it gets rolled. Okay. And it'll hit Leaf Blade.
Yep. Oh boy. Oh boy. So
Hey.
225, 160. Oh, yeah, this thing's dead.
Good.
Have a good stream.
160 doubled, 320 damage. One shot the Vaporeon. Okay, so
How do you
the
like
damage, the damage
feels like
is
a lot.
weird. A Leaf Blade is a very strong move. It is very strong.
Oh, she didn't even roll for crit.
She did. It's
High crit.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
yeah,
it turned up. Disappointing.
yeah.
crit.
I only got a 7. See, one of the things I can do is because I have like high crit rate move in the description, you can just roll the 1d16. And if it's a 15 or a 16, it crits. for a high
Right,
crit rate
right.
Move.
Right.
I might do that because it's easier to just have those 2 buttons. But yeah. But yeah, so that's a one shot. Leafeon's a physical attacker, I believe. Yeah, Leafeon's a physical attacker, and Vaporeon is a special defense tank, not a defense tank. The damage is wild at the moment.
Yeah, like
But
it just
does at least swing both ways. You're
Right.
one-shotting them, they're one-shotting you. So, in terms of the balance, I just need to work on the numbers.
right.
Okay. That's okay. At least it's not like a major issue.
Constantly scared of getting one shot.
Yeah. Like,
Right.
that's what I need to change.
Oh. Speaking of one shotting,
Uh-huh.
so I do this. Which why? God damn it! It's back in GM again. Okay.
Yeah, just because every sheet does. Yeah.
Sad. So that's that with my special attack up and super effective against that Umbreon. I want that
Yeah.
Umbreon dead. I'm just saying.
I think it dies.
And I want you to tell me what the number of damage it's supposed to take is.
Okay, so your special attack's up 2, meaning it's 218. And then doubled because it's super effective. Oh, sorry. Oh, wait, no, hold on. 218 minus Dazzling Gleam as a special.
Yep.
118, 84, 178, 168. Yeah, so it takes 168 damage, which is a one shot. So this is very quickly becoming a game of one shots.
Right. So and the Flareon, because it hits multiple, it's a cone.
Oh yeah, it does. Okay, this is where I forget. how fairy completely works. Fairy is
It's neutral. against
resisted.
fire.
No, it's
Oh, is it resisted by fire?
Yeah.
Oh, is it really? Oh.
Yep. And it's something ridiculous, like because in fairy tales it's always like a fire that kills the parents or something daft like that. It's like
Sure.
somebody's reasoning for it. Okay, so then that is 218 minus 114, so 104. Halved, so it takes 52 for being resistant.
Gotcha. How much damage do I do to Leafeon's ear?
Precisely 1.
Okay. Sorry, Postal. You take 1 damage apparently.
Your ear takes 1 damage. You have a cool scar to tell your friends about.
Nice. Oh, this little Nick? No, you know.
Yeah. This is one time I took a dazzling gleam from the Alolan Ninetales.
Survived it.
Cool. Okay. So that brings us to Flareon then. Alright, well, since we're already on the game of one-shots, see if it can one-shot you with Flare Blitz. It should, based on how bad we've noticed things are, actually.
Oh yeah.
So this should be a one-shot.
I'll be surprised if it's not.
I will also be surprised if it's not. Flare Blitz is 100% accurate, so doesn't crit. Let's see.
Why is that number so friggin' high? Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
17d20 plus its attack. It's 147.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Whack.
I don't even think we really need to calculate the damage.
No,
But,
I'm definitely dead.
just a curiosity. So it's 364 minus 80, so it's 284. Then it's super effective, so it's 568, and then Aurora Veil brings it down. So the fun part of this is you take 380 damage. So yes, you're one shot.
You need to add 2 skulls there, please.
Does it kill you twice? It does kill you twice, doesn't it?
Actually, it kills me 3 times.
It's just
Oh,
short. of killing
Oh,
you
it's
3
just
times.
short of 3.
Yeah, it would kill you multiple times over without Aurora Veil up. However, Flareon also kills itself with recoil. Because it takes 130 recoil damage.
Technically,
Oh my gosh.
if you consider it, technically it would only deal 132, so it would only take a third of that. But yeah, because I only have
suppose
100.
that's true. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that then. So 132, that is 43.
Just because that's how recoil normally.
Yeah,
would work.
it's how much it actually does.
Ouch.
So it does a massive chunk of its health anyway.
Sucker.
Leafeon's dead. Okay, Leafeon. You only have a scary fire pup to deal with now.
Okay.
It's only
Um,
murdered each of us multiple times.
Sick. Awesome. Love it. Damn. I'll
You slow enough, it might
do.
not notice you.
Let's see. I would like to, I guess, raise my stat.
Okay.
Yeah, so I can do Giga Drain. Yeah?
Yeah?
Yeah.
I think it's 5 foot. Might have to. We'll have to close that last square.
Damn it. Eh. Okay.
Alright. So go ahead and roll crit.
Normal crit. Yep.
Mhm.
And then the 100, yeah? Or no?
The one that says crit under. I'll just click attack, whichever one.
Oh, attack. Okay. I was like, I have crit clicked.
Yeah. Yeah, if you click on the actual word critical, it will roll just that one.
Oh, I see.
But you can also just roll attack and it'll do it. Okay, so it doesn't crit. Okay, so 101.
Oh, I did something silly.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. Don't worry.
Alright. So that's going to do 1 damage to Flareon.
It's something. And then my attack stat raises by 2? Or no?
Giga Drain's the one that heals you.
Wait, what was the one that I was... Oh shit, I was looking at Sword Dance. Because that's why I was saying I wanted to raise my attack by 2.
Okay, so do you want to Sword Dance instead?
That would be great. I thought that was the one that I was reading when I did the drop down, but I had the Sword Dance drop down, and then it was just above Giga Drain. So I was like, I thought it was something else, but alright. No, I was trying to do that one.
You can go ahead and move back that 1 square that you had to move
Okay,
then.
yeah.
Alright, so if you click the attack, put your attack up to 2 now on your sheet.
Okay. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
She moved. Dang it.
I know,
Oh.
yeah. So, I
Yeah.
was thinking about that, but
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
That's where I wanted to be.
you move first anyway, so
Yeah.
Ninetales.
Hello? I guess I'll hit this button, and then I'll hit.
Oh, a crit!
Oh, okay, cool. And then I'll hit this button,
It's a crit!
which
What
didn't
is
click
that?
through. I hit that one. Oh my god. Okay, I didn't mean to roll that twice.
That's okay. We'll take the higher one because it's fun. Well, no, we'll take the first one because that's a 69 crit.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh,
Which is
she
200.
She
exactly.
noticed. She noticed.
You nerd.
Alright, so that's 200. 200 minus that.
Don't forget my my special attack up twice.
True.
Because it really sharply.
Yeah, so that is 100 plus 285, 171. Yeah, it's dead anyway.
Hey.
But that would have been a one shot on the Flareon.
Yeah. What I'm figuring out is that the key to this, in its current form, is really high speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because then
And
you get to go first.
Just attacking first because you one-shot everything.
Yeah,
You either one-shot or you get one-shot.
yeah. I do bet a big chunk of that is the type effectiveness. So, like,
Right.
Flareon and Vaporeon were coming over and one-shotting you, but even Umbreon using Assurance, which was doing double damage anyway, wasn't one-shotting you. Because of Aurora Veil, at least.
Right.
But, like, the type effectiveness was smashing through it.
Jeez.
Okay. So, on that note, we don't have to do the level 100 fight.
You've
Because,
gained enough knowledge.
yeah, it should play out exactly the same.
Just slightly higher numbers.
Yeah, it will just be bigger numbers, which we've realized the numbers get too big too quickly.
Oh, goodness.
So, that was useful.
Nice.
Weirdly
Imagine.
enough, the level 1 combat
Was the
Was
smoothest.
was the smoothest, yeah. The second combat, once the enemies were actually scaled down appropriately, was also fairly smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But it started to snowball the one-shotting very quickly. I should be able to fix that pretty simply. So we might do this again.
I think this might take a few tries.
That makes sense.
Yeah. What would be perfect is if like it didn't require a massive amount of editing character sheets, because I'd love to be able to just be like do a fight,
Right.
make a quick adjustment on the fly, and try again.
I hate to say
that's
it.
not easy.
Right. I hate to say it, but it's almost like you have to. The way to make this the most fun would to push it more towards D&D, where you can do it significantly more on the fly.
Yeah.
Where you have more generalized sheets for stuff rather than making a sheet for every single Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like this is the general grass type sheet, and have like one or two variations of that, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
Just because, because I don't know, it just feels like a lot of work to set up everything up for you.
It is, but also it's like you only have to do everything once.
Right,
Once you've done it, it's there and ready to go. But I need to actually have the numbers work out before I can even figure out how to do the sheets.
True.
Okay.
So, hear me out.
Mm-hmm.
How long are you up for games tonight, Postal?
Probably for like another hour. I've gotta go in 2 hours earlier than normal this week again.
Oh,
Yes.
Yeah.
You.
And I can't say no, because money.
Money.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've got like at least another hour in me, and that's vibing in it.
How much is a 2-hour wage?
Well, that's an extra, like, almost $50 right there, to be honest.
Okay, so if we can crowdfund $50, Postal can say no and play games for 2 hours.
Then I can, in fact, be enticed.
Oh. Speaking of crowdfunding, Postal.
What?
Has RJ's sub expired?
What? Because I brought this up the other day, but I hadn't asked you about it yet. How legitimately busy are you, Postal? Because I know you have a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, so if I'm talking about things that need to be done, obviously grave shifts, schoolwork, Fenrir meds, which is like at least a half hour because he's a stubborn boy. At least 5 hours of sleep.
Okay.
So,
can you please bump that up to like 6 or 7?
I can try. I always try. I desperately want more sleep. I want sleep, but sleep is a cruel mister, and he just likes to say, well, anyways, I'm giving you my 4 to 5 hours. Goodbye. But yeah, why do you ask?
Oh yeah, the major update for Megaloot was today.
Oh yeah.
No, so I was going to ask if or how you were doing with time for commissions, if you were interested. But if you don't have time for stuff, then don't worry about it.
So that stuff, I was actually just telling a different. Wait, who? Oh, Zelly was asking for a commission as well. Oh yeah, so was
Zelly.
Yeah, no, it's fine. This is good. I need the money. But obviously, when I know people, you guys have to deal with discounts, so too bad. But yeah, that kind of stuff I can totally manage because it's a matter of just like I sit in a meeting with you guys, figure out what you want, and then from there I can passively work on it. If you have a time limit, then they just give it to me and then I work on it in that way. But as long as I'm given like the outline and the concept that you want me to do, then I can work on it like quite consistently when I can. Why? What are you looking for? I was like, wait, what do you need?
Oh, me? I need new emotes at some point.
It's an emo change for everyone right now.
I know. Well, here's the thing. I'm getting my tax refund soon.
Hey.
So, I'll have a bunch of extra money to spend, and I want to update my emotes anyway because it's the style is fine, but at the same time, I want something more unique. And Postal is my favorite local artist.
Shucks. Yeah, no, I'm happy to help with that.
All right. Anyway, just something to keep in mind if you
Okay.
ever decide you have a bunch of free time and want to take a commission.
I can do that.
Okay. Just a fine update, you freaking Megaloot. Jeez and rice.
We playing the non-beta version of it, or what? Wait, are we even playing it? Hold on, what are we doing?
To be fair, the non-beta version is now the same as the beta version.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're the exact same right now. Yeah.
Oh, okay, so that's why it's. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm here.
I was also gonna ask if you guys want to potentially start the Pokemon Nuzlocke we've been talking about for a while.
Yeah.
Because as much as I enjoyed Megaloot, we haven't played like a lot.
We need to spam it.
And the new update makes it hard to get far.
Yeah. It was supposed to be part of Exile last week, wasn't it? And then because Trio somehow acquired the game.
That's crazy.
That happened. Yeah.
I'll be fair. I've kind of given up on Path of Exile. So I don't like I've depending on your guys. Just saying.
I don't know why I like felt that like potentially happening sooner than later.
Oh yeah, no, it was basically guaranteed.
How close were we to finishing it, anyways? I kind
Close, I think.
We were near the end of part 1 of the game.
of okay.
While part 2 is just kind of a repeat of part 1, but significantly harder.
Yeah, we basically said we were going to end at the end of part 1 anyway.
Because we didn't. Yeah.
Because part 2 is just the part 1 areas replayed. Yeah, it was not fun.
With some extra stuff and unique bosses, but it's yeah.
Gotcha.
Chill playlist. No way. Zelda chill playlist. Oh, much better.
I was like, the what?
The Pokey and Chill.
Poke and chill.
No, his art changed. He became
Quick. I'm not the DM anymore.
Goodness.
Anyway, I was curious what you guys maybe thought about starting the Nuzlocking at some point, or the Borderlands in.
Well, we're not doing the Borderlands.
Yeah, you guys would have to play 1 and 2 without me. Even if that means like doing it on the Tuesday, that's perfectly okay. Like don't think like you have to adjust all your days and stuff like that for.
But we do have to adjust our days. What are you talking about?
No, you don't.
No, so whenever me and Nova go through Borderlands 1 and 2, that'll probably be like during my normal stream time. Is what I'm planning on for it. And then we can save Tuesdays for Borderlands 3 with you.
I was like genuinely like racking my brain being like, can I just roll with I can't. I can't do 1 and 2 again. I have exhausted them and I was like, yeah, but what? Nope. Instant visceral reaction.
Please, to be fair, if we were to play Thursday, Friday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I am relatively confident we could finish Borderlands 1.
Oh yeah, for sure. Too bad you already convinced me to play a different game.
No, I don't mean this week, I mean in general. Like, if we play on Tuesday, like, if we mega loot with Postal on a Tuesday,
and then Thursday, Saturday, Sunday, yeah.
We could easily hit play mega loot on Tuesday with Postal the following week, finish 2, and then start That's pre-sequel in 3 on Tuesdays still. It literally would probably take us 1 or 2 weeks of that to do it.
Right.
Especially if we're going on like playthrough ones. 100%. We will just breeze through it.
Borderlands 3 is going to be interesting to play through again.
It's pretty good.
That one I've only played through once, so I'm glad that like I don't have too much memory of it, because it'll be like refreshed.
I played through it a lot when it came out, but I haven't played it since. Like,
Yeah.
I probably had like 200 hours or something.
Yeah, I think that's kind of where I'm at, because Borderlands 3 that came out on 360, didn't it? I'm trying to remember. It wasn't just PC, yeah?
'Cause I played it on PC.
Right. Hang on, I'm looking.
Yeah, Xbox One. Not 360, Xbox One.
Okay. Because I remember I played Borderlands 3, but I was like, where did I play it?
Yeah. 'Cause I know I played it on console first.
Did
Oh.
wait.
What are those?
I didn't touch Borderlands 3. I watched it. No wonder why my brain's so jacked up.
What?
I'm like sitting here. I'm just like, no, but like I have memory of it, and I was like, it's not my memory. It's someone else's.
Do you own the game?
I do own it because I got the that bundle of like what was it, like 80 things of Borderlands for like $10. I can't even remember. It had something to do with like they did like this crazy like bundled pack, and it was like a disgusting amount of things that had to do with like any DLCs and add-ons, and it was just like $10 for like this $400 worth of stuff, and I was like, okay. No wonder. Yeah, because, okay, well, then there you go. I was like, it's got 0 hours. What the hell? What was I doing? Oh, I watched it.
Oh, wait, where'd it go?
Oopsies.
It disappeared from my screen. There it is. How do we feel about Pokemon XY?
What console was that on?
3DS? Yeah, 3DS.
That might be a little bit awkward to get working.
If we need like an emulator.
Yeah, 3DS emulators are a little bit wonky.
Right.
Like, it will work. It might just be a little bit, like I said, wonky.
I mean, I'm okay with that, personally. What are the other potential games?
We won't be able to randomize it.
Damn
mean?
it.
You know, to randomize it.
Citra has a randomizer, apparently.
Citra has a built-in randomizer? Do you know?
Description. It's a randomized version. It looks like it looks like it's just a ROM that's actually pre-randomized.
Yeah, people randomize it and then put it out. So
Oh.
you can't do any customized settings. Yeah, no, you have to use Pokey something. And then inject the randomizer into the ROM.
I think that's how my 4-way Nuzlocke was done. We did that soul thing where one person dies, we all
Soul
die.
Link. Yeah,
Soul Link, yeah.
Soul Link. Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
That
worry,
was-
that's what we'll be doing as well.
It's really difficult with
We're
4
ready to
people.
suffer.
I have
hope we're
s-
ready to suffer.
I have suffered already. I'm ready for more.
It's okay. We'll carry you through it. It's fine.
I was doing pretty well. I was doing pretty well over in that other Nuzlocke. As little amount of information as I have that was luckily slightly negligible when I was talking to like other people, and then just having really good, I guess you could say like luck.
Right. Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire for the 3DS.
Yeah. I mean, I already have that downloaded and set up.
Universal Pokemon Randomizer apparently works with Omega Ruby, Alpha Sapphire.
No, that's it.
They lied to you.
Oh, I'm looking at one that says from 2 years ago. I used this fork of the Universal Randomizer.
Yeah. Yeah, like how easy to use is this?
Oh.
Next.
Is Sun and Moon 3DS or just DS? Oh, it's 3DS, isn't it?
3DS, yeah.
Sun and Moon's also really good. What do you think, Postal?
I mean,
How are your brain thoughts today? What is inside your head that is thinking better than mine? Those are assumptions, by the way.
I was like, I don't. No, I'm personally ship existing. In terms of like, if you're asking about like our Tuesdays and like what to stream necessarily, I'm happy like throughout the week if we want to try and start like setting up the Nuzlocke. Either that or like if you guys start touching Borderlands, then like we can start touching 3. I don't know how you guys feel about like playing multiple Borderlands at the same time. I don't know about you guys, but like
I
the fear of
don't
burnout.
think we need to like Borderlands 1 is not going to take us that long. Borderlands 2 is a little bit longer. But again, if we didn't do a load of the side stuff,
Yeah.
honestly, Borderlands 1 and 2 in 4 days is not impossible.
No.
And we just start pre-sequel on Tuesdays.
Right.
Because you did
Yeah.
at least say that you were okay playing that one.
I forgot about the pre-sequel.
Yeah.
As per normal.
Yeah, Borderlands 3 and
So-
pre-sequel are perfectly fine with me.
Yeah.
No skin off menus.
Yeah, so we could do that. Fairly easily, I believe. Or else we'd only really need one game, like maybe 1 week then of a random
Right.
Tuesday game. Because we could very easily finish both games in 8 streams.
Right.
I just want to point out, I just opened up Postal Stream because I could. And
The BRB
I-
screen?
Yep, the BRB screen.
Yeah.
And I enjoy watching my little chibi hop up and down. I also want to point out, I get to be directly next to Postal, though it doesn't. So,
Oh my
Okay.
goodness. You're like, just food for thought, just food for thought.
That's just trying to cause trouble.
correct. Correct.
Oh my gosh. Here, I can just...
man.
Heavens. Let's see. In terms of today,
We are rapidly running out of time.
I've been sitting here listening to the Megaloot menu music too long.
Just have the game open.
Yeah, I literally opened it at the very beginning.
Oh.
I just assumed we were actually playing.
yeah,
Okay.
mine was just updating, so I just kind of sat it there, and I'm like, I'll just let you. I'll let you hang out.
That's not the screen I wanted.
Why is... Oh, am I supposed to be selecting a folder?
Maybe. Probably. What was the last run we had going? Oh yeah, it was the one with the electricity and stuff.
Oh my gosh. The confusingly successful vibe of it, yeah.
Well, ironically. Nope. Nope.
Huh?
Alright. It just wasn't letting me
Oh,
wasn't letting me do that.
wow, you all just appeared very rapidly.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, this is... Oh.
I'm remembering.
This run.
I'm remembering.
It's... Oh, my library's changed, so it's going to start telling me to buy all the flesh items.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh.
You can just go clear out your library. It'll be fine.
No. I'm trying to
No.
figure it out.
Shove stuff into it.
I will BRB real quick, though.
Have
Okay.
fun. Ring of Interest, Omni Ring, and Lightning Boots. That's right. I remember. My brain works.
I know, I'm like, okay, I was going for silver and faith. Okay.
There we go. Okay. Immediately got an upgrade. Let's go.
Oh yeah, I was trying to throw money everywhere. What do you guys have? No, you have that. Okay.
Well, that's why what I messed up.
You
Excuse me.
No, don't need that one. Nor that one. No. Neither of you are building flesh.
Flesh.
No fleshy bits.
Sag.
Take me away, a sweet escape. Let's see. I have
That's right. That's why I was doing that one.
That's right. I have a wedding tattoo. Oh my gosh, I'm remembering.
Dear Lord.
Okay, I can fight the guy in the center. Ow! Who is did that one? Oh, is that Neptune? Mind control.
You just Postal.
Huh?
You just died.
I did. Apparently by not by Pinto's hand, but by Neptune right behind. Pinto would never hurt me.
Oh my goodness. Oh gosh.
I didn't know Pinto was gonna sudden unleash hell right behind him.
Yes, unleash the power.
Pinto, no.
There we go. Oh, gosh dang it. No, I don't want to. Gosh dang it. What's this guy's name again?
Who?
The Jurassic Park guy, scientist.
Oh, dude, I know who you're talking about, but I don't remember the name.
He always does the apartments.com commercials. There we go. He's gone.
Yeah. Yeah. That guy.
Heckin' heck, guys. Oh, I didn't know I did that. That's interesting. Oh. What kind of emotes should I eventually get, Postal?
Depends. I mean, there's always the default. You know, you've got the heart, the gas, the angry, the scare, sleepy. You do like a wink, welcome back, the over it.
Welcome back. Because, like, there's definitely some existing that I would keep, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it makes sense that you wouldn't be necessarily, like, getting rid of.
Honestly, mostly the raid one and the angry one.
Fair.
Are the best.
Ow.
Postal!
Yeah? I can explain.
Sure you can. Oh shit, that killed me.
Oh shit. Oh bitch!
Oh yeah. Kill me too. Well, that was probably for the best.
We did walk
I
in on
had
that
no
being
idea.
like,
I had no idea what my build was doing. At all.
write a
Oh,
death
good
message.
lord.
I'm
Goodbye, Run. It was nice knowing you.
gonna say, help, I forgot my build.
Alright. Who have I not played as yet that I want to play as?
I know, that's the biggest thing for me is, like, I don't know who
Like,
I...
what kind of setup do I want to do?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try the Viren.
Basically play the two people, like, I really wanted to play. Which was Tyr and Jace, whatever. Who's this guy?
What we might have to do, it depends if we ever actually come and play this again, is actually think about, like, the order of our attacks and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Just going forward.
That sounds like a significant amount of work.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be. I'm trying to remember how to be able to, like, see the people.
You click on the icon in the little menu where you're choosing their abilities.
Enter the
click on
tower,
character icon.
profile, library.
Oh, enter the tower.
Yeah.
Oh, and then just new journey.
Alright, I'm gonna
There we go.
delete all of these 3-player runs.
What about Sid? Sid sounds interesting. He's a passive set of the mercenary. He's got.
I'll do Viren.
Scavenger. Huh. Faithbound. Oh, interesting. So Sid, who's part of the mercenary, he has a Faithbound build. His passive is Judgment's Call, where your attacks will apply debuffs you removed via cleanse.
Oh.
Which actually sounds...
Oh my god, that's what the Potion of Madness is for.
That makes a ton of sense now. Okay, sure, you know what? Why not? Come here, Sid.
That's what the Potion of Madness is for. You give it to yourself, you cleanse it, and you put it on enemies.
Damn, that's
Oh.
scary.
Oh, that's funny.
Okay, so then if that's the case, if I go Faithbound, which then gives me the passive Judgment's Call, which is good to remove via cleanse, I guess I would have be good to go with faith? Because I can do a +1 of attacks. I can do 75% of faith or 10% recovery.
There we go. Alright, Nova gets an invite. Postal gets an invite.
Woohoo! Yahoo!
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 Sure, I'll turn on both. I'll turn on both trials. Why not? Why not?
Oof. We're so dead.
I'll do... Ooh, armor steel. That's not bad.
Boom, boom, boom.
We'll see how this
Armor
goes.
steel.
Yeah,
Armor steel.
Thing.
apparently.
Thing? What?
Sid said, I bet.
How am I doing this? I'm refreshing once.
Cool.
Okay, so I'm looking
Guess
for
we'll buy
mercenary
that.
build. Guess I will just instantly put on mercenary stuff. What are you guys building for at the moment? We're all kind of just going for like basic stuff.
Wood, mercenary, and poor man's.
You got
The
it.
only stuff that's available.
Got it. Cyfronk. Oh, I already found a death message. Message by unknown name. Cringe. You know what? That actually makes sense because he literally just died on like the first.
Yeah.
True.
Womp. Okay. You trying to do the poor man's blade for now?
No.
Okay. So you double checking.
That would just me staring at it.
Fair.
I wish they added more loot to the game.
They will do, eventually.
I hope they do more in a fun way soon. So not
Yeah.
that.
Like, stuff like the Vampiric helmet, and, you know, the little odd pieces, but there's also going to be, like, new full sets.
Right.
Oh no, and blocked on all of them.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yahoo!
Wahoo!
That's not what I want. Just building my library as we go.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I thought Postal was dead. Just never seemed like she was getting a turn.
No, I've been hitting.
Yeah, it's just because it's been, like, going round so quickly.
Oh. Oh, here you go. Hit harder.
Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm legitimately just here not spending money.
There's nothing to spend money on at this point.
I know. 10, 12, 6. Give me this one then. Okay.
The only thing I could be persuaded to buy would be, there we go, found them.
And I'm no longer persuaded.
What
So
was it?
now, the leggings for the mercenary set, just so I had a full
Oh.
piece of it.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And now I roll nothing until floor 3.
Oh man, we move so much faster than we used to. You guys remember the early days?
When we were like, and then what? Now what?
Oh man.
Boop.
Wow.
here you
Are
go.
there 2 items that do excuse me, that do the venom set? The Crimalure? Because I know there's the dagger.
There's the ring and the dagger. Is there a necklace?
Which one is the ring?
Nightthorn.
Ah, there it is. Plus toxicity. Okay.
Oh, look, a death message. Death message
death
by a duck. Don't
Heck.
play.
Really? Oh my gosh.
By a duck.
By
What
a
a
duck.
heckin' duck.
Hmm? Oh, cool.
Creeps cloak. Yep. Don't get any of those. I think I'm going to be doing mana. I'll keep that just in case.
Nothing's in there yet that I want.
Do I even use power? I don't think so.
Yeah. I think
Hmm.
everyone uses power. Well, no. Yeah, everyone uses power.
Okay. %6 armor.
Definitely keep that one. Probably drop that one. Keep that one.
Doobie doobie doo wop, doobie doobie doo wop.
That's
Doobie doobie doobop. What the heck?
Perry,
Mm-hmm.
Perry the platypus. I'm blocked by the skeleton. Those still save me.
Whoop!
Hell!
I booped. But I can't boop that
Those
hard
still
yet.
didn't save me.
I can't boop that hard yet.
Guys, I poisoned a skelly bum.
Dead.
Postal has forsaken
You
me.
dead.
I poisoned a rock.
You poisoned Dwayne the Rock Johnson?
What do you do to get that?
Animal.
He deserved it.
Yeah,
Damn.
it sounds like it.
Oh, heck yeah. Give me that.
Casually letting RJ get stolen from by the goblin.
Normal.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's blocked by me.
Normal, expected, and based. Which one of you do I want to give this to? I'll give it to Nova because it'll stack with this current stuff. There you go, Nova. Have some extra armor.
Ooh. Ooh. Yeah.
They did actually bump you up to having the most armor in the party.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whack. Oh, I can't wear any jewelry. Or is it just saying that?
Oh, that's
Hang
just
on.
because you're attacked. Yeah, it's just because
Okay.
you're attacked.
It's a little
Yeah.
confusing when it doesn't auto lock like that, because then I'm just sitting here just like, oh, so I just can't at all? Like,
Yeah.
got it.
What would you have if you couldn't wear jewelry? Do you have just like 3 weapons?
Yeah, I
Oh god, there's...
guess.
I'm stunned.
Hmm.
Oh no.
I've fallen
I got
and I
better.
can't get up.
Tis but a flesh wound.
I'm feeling much better.
Oh goodness. Somebody got stunned.
It was you. Post.
Guard on the first 3 turns is pretty crazy.
I finally put on a pair of boots.
Are they made for walking?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
You don't sound
Yes.
too
Yes.
Would you like to phone a friend?
sure.
No.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
I guess. Think.
Don't mind me just casually doing the postal.
What'd you do?
I have 1,000 gold.
Oh my lord.
Yes, good.
How dare?
Someone else is the money maker.
Eh. Me. Yeah, don't care about any of these.
Would anyone ever use the mana guardian stuff?
I don't think so. I don't think any of us are doing that.
Nope.
Sick.
Sick nasty.
Are we all fighter types?
Technically, I'm a mage.
Okay, do you want a wisdom ring? Or
Nope.
like the Zephyrian's magical cloak?
No, because I'm doing weird stuff.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
Oh.
what do you want then?
That'll work for now, I guess.
I
Agility.
want- Okay, no, never mind. A silver axe is all I want.
Understandable.
I managed every other piece of silver gear
Oh my lord.
on the very first room.
Heck
I
yeah.
just need the axe.
That is mildly funny.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to build for this guy, for Sid, because he's based on mercenary
Yeah,
stuff.
he's based on mercenary, but the mercenary set is very self-contained.
Yeah,
Like, you're just guarding, that's it.
right.
Ooh.
Health and agility, maybe? I don't know, because...
Well, I'm also connected with the faith stuff.
yeah, you want faith for... I guess royal?
Yeah, Royal's not a bad one.
No, 'cause you want to have stuff so that you can cleanse it. You don't want to become immune to debuffs.
Right.
Maybe just full silver build.
I could silver build.
Mm.
Bearish.
What I'm hearing is that we're all going full silver temporarily.
Well, to be fair, there's nothing else worth building.
We're just dipping our toes in for a sec.
Like, legitimately,
Um,
there's nothing worth building on this floor.
You can have that one, Nova. I did find a common believers locket that's 40% faith times mercenary.
Interesting.
Sorry, it's
So I'm
not that
kinda sitting here
I'm curious
staring
about
at
it or anything. I'm just
I know.
definitely was just thinking that that's a very unique thing to run into. Is all.
So here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Whenever I find one that's not modified like that, because I don't actually want it to be times mercenary, I will give it to you.
Okay. Because I was like, I
perfect.
want the mercenary.
I found one.
Oh,
It's
hey.
300 gold. So it'll take a minute.
Okay, that's fair. Here you go.
Hey. But I do dodge that guy, yeah. I took one for the team. I took his armor down, so now
Ooh.
you're safe.
Ah.
There you go. And now I have just become sufficiently stronger.
Hey. Get it.
Ooh. Death message by Skis. Damn!
Must have gotten
Well,
caught off
hot
guard by
damn.
something.
Here we go. All right. Here you go, Postal. You can have that and
Woo!
that. So you'll get you'll get a lot of faith if you put that locket on.
Yeah.
If you can ever trigger it.
Yeah.
Well, she's got
Oh, I have no money.
silver on, so
Yeah.
True. Yeah, so it won't be that bad.
you just need to find something that is actually capable of
So,
putting
Debuffing her.
infliction on her.
so is this new, or did I just never notice how, like... Because, so Sid is for mercenary stuff, and I'm wearing
Yeah.
mercenary things, but it's not counting as a slot for...
Yeah, because it's your character's base set,
Okay,
you
it-
have it all the time, so it doesn't count against the sets you know.
Okay, that was what I was trying to figure out. I was like, has it always been like that, or...
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it is. It has.
Right? I don't know. Nice.
Ooh. One more? Okay. Oh, I checked the wrong person. Oh well.
What kind of crit? Ooh, I do actually do crit. Oh, death message from Nilzo Locks.
Lots.
Fair.
Sure.
I do new, but okay. Oh, here you go.
Boop. Boop.
Boop.
Boopty
Oh
boop,
gosh, I got immediately pushed to 281% grace. That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
It does not
There you
help
go.
me.
Boop. Boop. I have a health potion that I'll probably never use.
Ooh, holy water. Sure.
Not as useful, but
Tier.
Gold items.
Helica Felix.
I agree.
Huh.
Huh.
How?
Huh.
Alright. Growl at me. Spray ball.
That was unexpected.
I was gonna say roar, and then I kept started reading something, so I just trailed off and never finished.
You're going, "Brr,
I was just gonna respond with the roar, but I literally stopped speaking.
Most will do dog noises. Makes sense.
No.
So, RJ,
Yeah.
do you want this helm that's in my shop? It's not great at all, but it is +3 gold on kill.
Sure.
It's got better base armor than
Right.
the silver helm it does.
Yep.
I
That'd
really
be
want
good.
it, but it is actually good. So I figured.
Yeah, and I'll probably swap that with one of the royal items later. So
Yeah.
If I did this.
I'm poor.
Uh-oh.
Well,
Poor.
poor.
Took me a second to realize the sentence that you fully said. I thought you were going to say, like, poor something.
No,
And
I'm just
my
poor.
my brain filled in the I'm later. And then I was like, huh, okay, my joke.
Got it. I'm here for it.
Alright, I think.
We should put the grace damage down into your actual attack damage.
I know. Yeah. I don't like how some of the stuff doesn't show.
Her.
Oh my gosh.
Her.
How?
Oh, here you go. And boop. And foop.
Bork. Bork. Bork.
Bjork.
Bork.
Boof.
Extra gold on kill now. Very cool.
That freaking heart of gold always looks so nice. It always looks nice. It's so enticing.
It isn't terrible, but its sets are just not great. Well, because there's a potion that replicates the golden heart,
Yeah.
then the set bonus is just kind of meh.
GM Damage Deeder said a thing I can't, but I'm going to go ahead and translate.
What's up, that guy?
Hello.
Ooh, the room is very fun. Glad to see somebody else playing it. I'm broke.
It
Give
was
me
once again a
money!
waste of time, is what
yeah,
that
that's average.
says. Someone's a little salty.
Understandable.
Oh man, okay, that would be a nice like Arcanum robe. It has a Fault Breaker passive, so it's armor breaking on a magic piece.
That's
Wisdom
so
scaling
weird.
off generic, which is just nice. Agility scaling off Zephyron. And a gold on kill scaling off Swiftness.
Very funny one.
Like you could build that stuff so nicely. Well,
Yeah.
well that's disappointing. Goodbye, my goblin. Goodbye, my friend.
There we go.
You have been around. There it goes.
There's another X. An X to stab the people with.
If you're stabbing with an axe, you're doing something wrong.
Hey, it's got a pointy bit on the end,
Just
alright?
run them through. Don't even worry about it.
But why would you want to and you have an axe blade?
Yes.
Because you have the choice. You can just
Choices
run 'em
are for nerds.
through. Just be
people
told
with
what to
opinions.
do.
Oh gosh.
Let's see.
Ooh, Postal put a ring on it.
I did.
Oh snap.
Yeah.
I'll hold on to it though.
Chance. It's not the worst.
Are you? You're just running the X still. Okay.
No. And then I think now I stop until I don't know, like demonic? I guess.
Demonic.
Guess
Yum.
that's the one that makes the most sense.
You better take notes.
So if I just roll nothing now for 5 floors, why would I take notes?
So you remember for next time.
And I'll figure it out.
I finally got the ring I was looking for. Modified even, so it's a higher base. Let's go.
Let's see.
Oop.
Shit, I didn't mean to do that. That's fine. Well, oh no, I can't even combine it, can I? Shit.
It's illegal.
That's illegal.
I guess this one's technically better. Okay. No, stop giving me those rings.
You didn't tell me.
Stop.
I'm just gonna keep being that person where you said that you liked that one thing slightly one time, and I'm gonna flood you with it.
My grandmother?
Most grandmas, yeah.
I just realized I've had silver pants and chest piece in my inventory for a while.
Yeah.
But you've
I
not
just-
had them equipped.
I've just not put them on. I've just been slowly building them without equipping them.
Put your pants on already.
Okay, gee.
Wow. You're way too easily.
Ah, dude, the freaking Pantaloons of Greatness is it's right there. Does anyone want it?
No.
Agility and elemental resistance?
No. I want to, but no.
No? Alright, there they go. They're gone forever.
Hey, Postal.
Yeah, what's up?
How much grace do you have?
How much grace do I have?
Yeah.
That's a wonderful question.
It is.
That's not a thing that I can see right off the bat. Am I not looking in the right place? I have a lot of faith.
Yeah, your faith is the same thing.
Oh, okay. I have 281%.
Okay.
Ooh.
If
Okay.
anyone sees a
wait.
madness potion, hand it over.
Hey Nova, are you doing flesh at all?
No.
Because I just had a common hunger blade show up.
I also have a common famished blade.
With the physical attack
Hey.
times flesh, but it also has +1 attacks on it.
Oh, that
In
is
addition to
so.
sweetness.
That is so randomly rare.
Huh.
Like the hell.
Okay.
Oh, that's frustratingly rare.
So, do you want to start building flesh instead?
Heck
What
no.
will you do?
I refuse.
But for how long?
Forever.
Ah, see, that's... Is that better? Oh, that is better. So 40%, 43%, plus that on that, that doesn't matter. And then, oh, okay, fine.
Oh goodness.
Oh, here
Well,
we go.
Postal's about to make the full silver switch as well.
Is she?
Only slightly.
Depends if she equips that locket or not.
That's the annoying part.
Um,
Is that, like,
crit
the one that
chance.
I'm wearing works towards what I'm doing. Actively.
Yep.
Like, I'm still down to keep what I'm wearing. It's just more it's there in case. Because if I can start building around the Marauders, that's going to help a lot, because that's still connecting to the Mercenary set.
Yeah.
Plus, it's got, like, Faith on it for some strange reason. We'll just go with it. We don't ask questions here, we just do.
We don't ask questions. We provide answers. And sometimes more questions.
Yeah.
Hey, Postal.
What?
Would you like me to make your life even harder?
Probably
How
not, but
is
you might do it
that?
anyways.
It scales off silver instead of mercenary.
oh, that is true.
Meaning you could wear that in the amulet and scale massively on silver.
Oh, and it can already absorb the one that I'm wearing, and that's already gonna be...
Yep. So it's going to be significantly better. It has gold on kill, and it has more faith.
But it has
The
gold
one
on
that-
kill for Monomana.
But you could still gain the 3 gold on kill.
True,
You
which
just
already
shouldn't
just...
get it. You shouldn't be able to scale it unless you start wearing it.
goodness.
Yeah. Just what I thought maybe might enjoy even more decision paralysis. Rada.
No, literally.
Rada rada rada.
Boop.
Boop boop da boop. Boop.
Boys.
Pew pew.
I love how just suddenly all 3 of us are building silver, like properly.
Kind of happened like that. Oh, death message from Nomoise. Oui.
We.
Oui. Ah, oui.
I got my own death message earlier.
No way, from yourself?
Yeah.
That's whack.
Really?
Yeah.
I need to
What?
know the odds of that. Like stat, dude.
Yeah, it was wild. I got a death message. It was like, well, this is useful advice, and weirdly well punctuated. Oh, I wrote it.
Weird.
Oh, hey, look, special chest.
Oh, Tear of Gold potion.
Oh.
Ooh, Tears of Iron.
Okay, so I now have silence.
Hmm.
I don't even know what you actually get from opening those chests.
When does my
Miscellaneous loot.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like you should get more, though.
4949 floor 8. Okay.
Bye, goblin.
Perish.
Goblin nuts.
He had it coming.
He had it coming. He only had himself to blame.
Postal, how's your timing?
Doing
Bad
okay.
at this point.
Yeah. Got
Suspicion.
Yeah, I've got. I'd say like 15 minutes is still okay.
Okay.
It's still pretty K.
Okay.
God, those things are still annoying.
Which one?
I think slorms. I think they're called slorms.
Slarm.
The black fart enemies.
Oh yeah. These dudes suck.
I find their ability really hard to try and predict because I always seem to take the wrong amount of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that message. Dr. Zelunf missed. M-I-S-T. Missed.
And I fired
Feels
and I
bad.
missed. And I fired again and I missed. Just went on for several minutes. Where pencils?
Weird. There you go.
Eat ski.
Up to 27 health times silver. Very cool.
Okay.
And one of my rings.
For comparison, my ring of the same rarity is only 20 times silver.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case anyone was interested.
You know. It's here. Here you go.
Oh, they're random upgrade.
Ta-da!
I haven't rolled my shop, but I haven't bought anything in a long time.
I love how you say that, but you still have less money than Postal?
Yeah, because of what I rolled beforehand. I still got a head start. I mean, I did give Postal the gold on kill item. She's also getting more gold per enemy as well.
Yeah.
But that's okay, because I'm getting 69 gold per enemy.
Nice.
Yeah. Aw, 3 health left.
Oh wow, I got 4 banish items. Holy cow.
Yeah, no.
Let's go.
Oh my god, it's floor 7. This is normally where I start rolling the shop again.
Oh, what is this?
Those are my Crocs.
They're my Crocs.
We're driving back because we went out for dinner tonight because it's my aunt's birthday.
Okay.
So we went out for dinner, and we were driving back. There was a sign up, and it was drive carefully. Works in road ahead.
Okay. Oh.
I still went to the. I sure hope it does.
As you should. Road work ahead.
I sure hope it does. But it was just like, I didn't say it out loud because I knew nobody would get it.
So just in your head, you're just like, nice.
Yeah.
Or Nova.
I was just looking at, like, the side, like, even the fact that it wasn't grammatically correct, it was still the only thought I had.
Right.
I was, okay, okay. Oh, death message by Razel. My shields, they did nothing.
Oh.
I got one from Akex328 that says "fuck you."
Oh.
Actually, it says thick dick.
Fick dick. Fick dick. Lordy. Perish.
Keep on murdering, keep on murdering. Do, 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 do,
So
do.
how do you make so much
Oh.
money? Literal murder. I don't know
Mythic
what you're so
item.
confused about.
I give things.
Game crash.
Oh?
Really?
Yeah.
You know,
You're supposed to fix that.
Yeah, it was a very different crash because usually it just stalls, right? And then it just closes.
Yeah.
This one, like, the screen looked like it got fuzzed out.
oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Maybe it was a your computer thing.
Everything else is perfectly fine.
Weird.
It's purely just the game.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's dumb.
Well, I mean, I think it's
That
trying to
is-
tell us something.
It kind of is.
Oh, I guess so.
It is the
It's-
right time.
It is, in fact, the correct time. Yes.
Sure.
Sadness.
Your sadness. How
Yeah.
dare.
She's making us punctual.
Sad.
Oh, wait. Zelly is streaming?
Yeah.
Alright. Slash raid.
Oh.
Yes, I can't. Perfect. Haha! What do you mean
Yeah.
invalid username? What the?
Get wrecked.
There we go. Okay, well, I'm raiding Zelly, so. meh.
Sure, I'll throw it in there too. Why not?
We'll just go with Sultan real quick. It's fine.
Yeah. It's fine.
We're assaulting Zelly.
Yeah, that's
Let's go.
common, normal.
Correct.
Average?
Yeah, we just do that.
Anyway, I'll outro real quick. So
Yeah.
you know.
Fair.